catch me. They gasping, they cannot compare, they can't match me. I'm at half speed, I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me, smash with me, she savage, she wants cash money, and she knows that I live lavishly. I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive, one day I'll have what I want. I want the whole world in the palm of my hand, I got a plan, I'm the man, now I'm teaching the game, a veteran, better than anybody else who tests me. I'm ready, looking in my hand and it's steady, I'm trending, ascending and blending, lyrical bending, now I'm spreading and getting my name out now, yeah they're hearing me laugh, all the crowds repping the sound, I'm hitting the ground, running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome, I'm about to pop, started from the bottom, yeah, I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive, I fight to live, I fight to strive, one day I'll have what I want in life. Yeah, let's get it. It's you against the world, better figure out fast who the hell you could trust. If you wanna make it past all the fakes and the lust, better figure out fast. Nah, this ain't what you want, you don't want it that bad. Can you give up all your stuff, pay attention to the facts and forget the media? Figure out your own path, can you figure out love? Or do you feel wrath? Can you hone that feeling and create an impact? Go get it, if you want it, go get it. Get with it, ain't nobody gon' give it your ticket, gonna take a quick minute, don't quit it. Figure out your own limit, life is a test, the best make progress. Figure out what is next and carve a path, yes. No, they never second guess, take a chance, no regret. If you wanna take a breath, give your blood and your sweat on. When everything just breaks from all of your mistakes, don't let yourself feel down, don't let yourself just drown. Only when you've lost everything are you free to do anything. Only when you've lost everything are you free to do anything. Only when you've lost everything are you free to do anything. And then when you lost everything you lose the chance. And when everything is gone and you're feeling all alone, don't let life get you down, you could figure it out. And when everything is gone and you're feeling all alone, don't let life get you down, you could figure it out. I'm a sick nut, I like a quick buck. Wanna know what I'm about? To blow up, caffeine in my cup, not lean in the blood, on the scene like a flood, and I've been through the mud. No, I can't get enough, like a challenge, make it tough. No, it's not a bluff, cause I live for this stuff, and I take off the gloves just to break on my knucks. When I'm down on my luck, pick myself back up, heavy hitter, and you know I'm not a quitter, no beginner, gonna be a steady winner, maybe sinner, every time I rhyme is killer. What's a dinner, about to be the breadwinner, no cake cause it's not my birthday, it's a work day, every day's a Thursday, man I'm thirsty for the grind and wordplay. You can't hurt me cause I already hurt me. When everything just breaks from all of your mistakes, don't let yourself free to do anything? Only when you've lost everything are you free to do anything? Only when you've lost everything are you free to do anything? And then when you lost everything, you lose the chance. And when everything is gone and you're feeling all alone, don't let life get you down. You could figure it out. And when everything is gone and you're feeling all alone, don't let life get you down. You could figure it out. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, trying to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all the start, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, let me in. I'm grateful.
Rivalry Apex Legends Arena 3v3 tournament. My name is Coldam, and again we have Abstract or Eugene right here to join us for another set of games that we're gonna see today. And now, sorry for a bit of delay earlier on, but you know, just getting things moving. And so far, how do you think the games have gone? How do you like the meta that we've seen so far?
Well, unfortunately, I don't think that we managed to see like too much of the game at this moment in time. So far, it's more of a one-sided clashes in between of Legendxry Sannin as well as Supperelite, or maybe maybe there was like some games that was won by Legendxry Sannin, but we are unfortunately unable to see it because of how the spectating works in the arenas at this moment in time, right? Because we don't have, at least the game client doesn't really have like a proper way of spectating the players in the arena, whereby we are able to see who won this round, who won that round. So we gotta have to work on our very own tingly senses and just remember like, okay, who won that round, that kind of thing, and just like math it all up. Except that we can't math, or rather I can't math. I don't know if you can.
It's difficult on the fly, right? So, but still, there was a very dominant performance from Supperelite in the previous games that we watched, right? They kind of took the fight, they took the initiative, they fought Legendxry Sannin. Whenever they wanted to, they were able to exact the whatever the intention was. They would take fights and they win the fights very convincingly. So, and we're very interested to see how they're gonna take that strategy against a different team. You know, now we're going on to the next step of the bracket. So this is the semi-finals. Wondering how Supperelite's gonna fight up against them. Do you think they're gonna change any compositions? You know, the legends that they've been playing so far. Do you think they're gonna change things up? Or they're gonna stick to it?
At least for Legendxry Sannin, I do think. Sorry, not Legendxry Sannin. The Supperelite, right? I do think that they're probably gonna play things the same way because at this moment in time, when most players and most teams will be thinking, hey, if it works once, why change it? Kind of mentality, right? They wouldn't think of it so much. Most of the time, it's just like, yeah, let's play the game, let's do what we can, and we'll just wing it. You know, the abstract way. Let's just wing it, kind of thing. And that is very likely going to be the case. I mean, I did manage to have like a nice little chat with Probosu from Team 600, and he did mention that the players from Supperelite, they are all controller players, and that aim assist is extremely OP. So he does have his reservations in being able to like win them easily like that. So they want to like play this semifinals for real, like seriously, like really play their hearts out kind of thing.
Okay, so that's very interesting. Controller versus PC, I'm guessing, in the coming match that we're gonna watch. Maybe they're gonna. Do you think they're gonna go for more of like a ranged approach, or more of like these close range SMGs and rifles, shotguns?
I think when you are combating against aim assists, one of the most important things is that either you be really far ahead so that they can't track you that well because of the bullet drop and velocity, or number two, you play so close in their face whereby the aim assist just doesn't help them that much in dealing with that fast-paced, high-octane kind of games.
Alright, so I'm just gonna be jumping into the games pretty soon. We have Supperelite, right? Supperelite
yes.
versus Team 600. Okay, that's very interesting to see a PC versus controller matchup. I'm wondering if they are aware of the controller meta, the fact that they're fighting against someone with controllers, because I'm pretty sure you can have a different strategy approaching that. A little tidbit for you guys who may or may not know, Bangalore smoke disrupts aim assist.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you are able to smoke them out, the aim assist is not going to be as strong.
I see.
Yeah.
How about the Nox gas?
Caustic gas, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure on that. But I know Bangalore's one does. And I wonder if there's going to be like counterplay in that nuanced aspect. Not too sure, but
I think that would be pretty interesting, considering the fact that they are making full use of the game's innate mechanics of changing the opponent's way of playing just because of one tactical ability. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I really wouldn't be surprised if we see a Bangalore being picked by...
Yeah, and we saw Supperelite use a lot of Bangalore. The previous games, they always had that Bangalore, and they were very consistently smoking out the enemies before they pushed. And so maybe that could come to bite the Team 600 in the ass when they're going to go for any of these aggressive plays with the aim assist.
Actually, it's the other way around. Supperelite is the one who play controller games.
Oh, Supper is the other one. Oh, I thought it was Team 600 with the...
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, Team 600 is the one that's on PC. Yeah. If I'm not wrong, because Probosu always plays on PC.
Alright, okay, okay.
So, if you think about it, now that you said it, yeah, Supperelite, they do play Bangalore on their side. So, are they disrupting their own aim assist?
I don't know. They're winning.
I know. I mean, when we were looking at their gameplay, honestly, it did not dawn onto me the fact that they are controlled.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't really notice that, but oh well, just jumping straight into the games, I guess. Supperelite versus Team 600. Supperelite already down one player. Now just 2v3, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope. Probosu got knocked down together with the rest of the members from Team 600.
Okay, so Team 600 gets the first round of the game so far. Up by 1, and if we take a little look at the compositions, yeah, both sides using that Bangalore. Very nice indeed from both sides. The Wraith and Octane, interesting. I really like to see that Octane go for those early resource pickups. Establishes a great economy, and again, wingmans galore. I want to see some sick headshots.
I'm pretty sure that we might be able to see that. I do know that Probosu is a god, Now, I mean, we follow each other on Instagram, and he posts quite a bit of his little flicks on his Instagram, and just kind of show like what is he made of. And yeah, he's pretty insane. Hopefully, we'll be able to see something like that in a while later from Team 600. Not just because he's my friend. That's why I'm rooting for him, but personally as an Apex player, and personally watching him play, I do believe that he's pretty scary. RVLRY is pretty scary as well, especially when it comes to PC gaming. But when it comes to PC versus controller, I don't know how it's going to be panning out.
Yeah, especially with that Bangalore smoke, and Bangalore smoke's on both sides though, so I guess right now just both teams just feeling out the arena, just both sides, one team on each point of interest, and just trying to get little picks, little dinks of damage, you know, across the map. Healing in this game mode is not as prevalent as Battle Royale, so you gotta be very conservative how you're gonna use your heals and make sure you take the correct gunfights. So just gonna be waiting for the zone to push them both into the center. We'll see where it pulls towards. Maybe towards the Mirage ship or towards the center. It looks like it's gonna be towards the center this time. As you see, both teams just very conservative, very different approach that Supperelite's taking this time. They're not really going for those all-in Hail Mary plays with the Gibraltar bubble, but instead just trying to establish as much control as possible.
But it does seem like we do have the sonar. They're just going to be thrown right out from the side of Supperelite, but it doesn't really quite matter. It does seem like they did manage to bring down quite a amount of damage on the side of Carl, and the next one is going to be onto Iskras with one last member remaining, and it's going to be onto the Bangalore with the massive amount of movement speed. It's going to be really tough to catch this slippery beast, but alas, Team 600 still managed to take it off the heads of that Bangalore. 1-for-1 at this moment in time. And it's really tough for us to even say anything, you know. Like I said just now, it's either you play really far range or you play really close range, which is kind of something that both teams are kind of doing. I'm not too sure who is the one that is dictating the pace of the game. Is it Team 600 that is mostly the one that is playing far, and then when it needs to, they come close? Or was it kind of like the other way around, whereby Supperelite unknowingly put themselves in disadvantage?
Yeah, but either way, we saw that the first pick went in the way of Team 600. And they were able to capitalize on that and essentially just trade each other out into winning that 2v1 in the end. So very well done by Team 600 right there. And it seems like they're going for a bit more similar range approach. They have a lot of rifles, and I would say the Volt is kind of like a a rifle and an SMG. It's really good at close range as well as long range. So it's pretty hybrid in that sense. So yeah, again, just this very passive little tickling of each other, trying to establish a little bit of control against this. I really like this building though. Whoever controls this building, I feel like has a really great advantage. And okay, that looks like a.
That's clearly mouse play. That is clearly mouse. That is a very clear indication that yeah, I'm using a mouse here. Well, that is definitely not something that we'll be able to see from the side of Supperelite, am I right?
But getting the first pick down, but it's traded back. Now it's just 2v1, I think.
Yeah, Provostu all alone, the god in the making. Would he be able to take this shot all by himself? Would he be able to just kind of bring everyone down? We do have a good amount of information being thrown right out, and he himself alone did manage to pull it right off.
Go.
There we go, Provostu! Provostu!
I love that play. He played that Bloodhound so well. He's just going around the corner and kind of faking that escape way, you know, trying to fake him like, hey, I'm gonna go back to heal or something, and then peeking him just as the Bloodhound pushes through the angle and just absolutely just shreds him with the Volt.
Yeah, which personally is something that I like because of, you know, PC gaming, you know. When you're playing on the controller, most of the time you'll want to put yourself on a relatively low sensitivity so that you have better aim against your opponents. So you can't just make that split 180 degrees, you know, change and turn around, unless there is a single button that just helps you flip 180 degrees, which I highly doubt so.
Let's hope that never gets introduced. I don't want to fight against that.
Me neither, me neither.
Yeah, but again, you look at that, the Octane is so crucial in getting that early resources in the resource bin and the resources in the resource container. So with so much more heals, they could take more longer endurance fights, just fighting for territory in that sense. But yeah, again, these teams, a lot of respect shown from both sides. They don't want to give away any opening frags at the start of the round. Just playing things slowly, and both teams actually on the Mirage ship right here on opposite sides. Really, really close contention right now. Oh, but Carl getting absolutely lasered through the smoke. All good though. No one going down just yet.
Should be okay. And now it's Cross. It did manage to see a slight opponent just for a small amount of time, but unfortunately, it does seem like Miss Bloom did manage to bring down its cast itself, its Praz rather. Tickle My Pickle and Carl is going to be the last two members remaining from the side of Supperelite. A little bit too early for me to say that. Tickle My Pickle is going to be the last man remaining right now with a sliver of health as well as a sliver of that shield. And there we go. Team 600. Without a doubt, they did manage to put themselves on the trophy and just put themselves right on top of Team Supperelite.
Yeah, and just really well played, I guess, from Team 600. They were able to get the resources early. They were able to get the economy flowing. They get the weapons upgraded. And yeah, just really great shots, honestly, from both sides. Proposu, especially in that 1v2 clutch at the second round right there. Just securing a 3-0 win. That's going to be so good for their mental, you know, just the courage and, no, it's not courage, the confidence coming out of them.
I do remember seeing that in the previous part of the round, or rather one of the last round, I believe. Team 600 is pretty much was pretty much playing in your face kind of meta against Team Supperelite. So they are making full use of the fact that your controller shift, you can't really respond to opponent's movement that well if they're too close, right? So that is what they did. They kind of pushed the Octane kind of off guard. You don't really know what to do, and the constant strafing coming from, I believe, the Bloodhound made things a lot difficult as well. You know, you can't really. There's different arts of strafing. If you just 80 really quickly, you're essentially just strafing on the spot, and that's just helping the opponent's aim assist. But his ADs are just making sure that he's just kind of really moving along with the groove kind of thing.
Yeah, and in these kinds of sort of mid-rangey fights, the controllers is usually going to come on top, right? Because these aim assists help you with the tracking ability. And it's just so powerful in those kinds of scenarios. But yeah, this time I didn't see too much coming out from Supperelite with the Gibraltar. I didn't see a lot of. I would like to see more of like their confidence play, you know, when both teams were trying to figure each other out, and usually Team 600 were able to get the better of Supperelite with those picks and able to win out those gunfights in the end. Just in a sense, just better gunfight and better fighting ability. You know, maybe if Supperelite went for some of those bubble plays, you know, they had the Gibraltar there to assist them. Maybe something could have come out from there, but regardless, still Team 600, really good showing right there.
It is still a little bit too early for us to say anything about Team 600 as it is for now, right? Because we are looking at a best of 5, first to 3 format. Anything comes, anything goes. Team 600 may have got a great start, but may not necessarily be able to help them propel themselves all the way to a flawless 3-0 victory, which is something that Supperelite definitely did in their previous game. So we shall see how that's going to work out, right? Because I believe the Supperelite only managed to get themselves like a single point away from Team 600 with the first round. Round 2, 3, and 4 subsequently went over to the side of Team 600. So a little bit of a pity, if you ask me, for Supperelite. They had a great start, but they were unable to fully capitalize that win and that confidence into getting them round number 2.
Yeah, and despite the scores, I think it was actually much closer than it seemed, right? There were a lot of trades going on. There were a lot of individual fights, just
indeed, yes,
you know, fighting just for their control. And yeah, I think it's a very interesting play style that the Supperelite tried to adapt, you know, compared to the previous games the previous game that we just watched, them against
Legendxry Sannin.
Legendxry Sannin, right?
Sannin.
Yeah.
S-A-N-N-I-N.
Yeah. So, again, I've yet to see the fuse, right? Soon, maybe.
Maybe. We'll probably see that happens. And we'll just see how that is going to be working out. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please pick Fuse. A lunch and a dinner
pick,
is on the
pick
line for
fuse
me.
and then lose.
So
You
pick
know?
fuse and win. That's like the best case scenario right now.
Yeah, but yeah, going on to the next map, definitely not. Maybe it could be the phase runner map, the one where it's really big and open that we saw.
Is it the one with the portal?
Yeah, the one with the portals.
okay.
Maybe in that case, we're gonna see a crypto. Maybe? We have seen Supper Elite that they
Octane on
don't-
that map is really good.
Octane on that map
Yeah.
is good.
Because I personally have tried it before, and at first I was really confused. Like, why do I still have a charge of my nitro boost? Because like you will only consume the boost when Octane pulls out the syringe, right?
Yeah.
So when you stick a syringe in you and you run through the portal, the syringe is disappeared.
Oh,
You don't technically pull the syringe
wait,
out.
I've never actually tried that.
Yeah, so if you actually tried it, you stab the syringe in you, you run into the
And it
portal, when you come
disappears.
out, it disappears,
Oh, that's
you
sad.
lose your HP, but it's okay, but you still have your charge. So it's technically a free initial boost.
Oh,
It's free.
okay, that's interesting. I've never actually tried that. I just thought it would just disappear and you lose that charge, but
No, you don't lose the charge.
guess.
You only lose the charge upon taking it out and throwing it away.
Ah, okay, some in-game tactics from Mr. Abstract right
Yeah.
here.
I mean, I only know that because I play. That's like the only mode that I play right now.
Octane
And Octane,
Yeah.
yes. So
yeah, I really like Octane as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
it's a great way to just for a lone wolf at least. Like I don't have much friends to play with right now, so it's just running right in, running and just getting yourself right out.
Yeah, and we'll see if Team 600 can get that run and gun game mode started. But okay, going into Lava City instead. We're not gonna go into
Oh,
the
okay.
previous maps that we've seen so far. It's rather new for this with the first map that we've seen so far in this tournament. And very interesting because this map is extremely wide. There's a lot of open spaces around the outskirts.
I don't like the choke points though. I really do not like the choke points in
Yeah.
between of the lava.
I'm not a fan of the lava. I just find it really annoying and just like a null zone, you know, where you
Yeah.
can't play in that area.
But Octane is a really good legend here. At least for me.
Yeah,
You can just like
agreed.
wrap around all around the map and just pick up both of the economy charges. And it's pretty
Look
good.
at that digital
What
thread
the
just
heck?
absolutely shredding through the smoke. That is
What the heck?
insane.
That is
Yeah, they can't see anything due to the Bangalore smoke. That's just a brilliant play from them. I really, really like that.
what the heck? That's a Mozambique.
That is the Mozambique, of course. The free gun that they give you. Yeah, and ever since the new update, you were able to change your sights. So, yeah, Team Super Elite, they were able to choose the correct sight for that play. Very well done. I love that Bangalore smoke and then just able to see all your enemies and they just have no idea where they're being shot from.
Yeah. And honestly, when you have digital threat, I'm pretty sure that that's going to be helping your aim assist as well.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes. Because you're able to see the enemies there and like sort of the game
The game knows
recognizes
that you
yeah
can
that you
see
can
it.
see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I really like the new tech that they're bringing into this game. I haven't seen it so far in the previous matches that they've played, but yeah, maybe I'm wondering if Team 600 are wary of this. I wonder if they know that they are using this.
Yeah,
Because if so, they can try to avoid this by playing around, you know, the actual cover and not going for these plays in the open where the Bangalore smoke can be so potent, right?
Anyways, right now, unfortunately, we kind of like shifted away from the game because it is a known bug within Apex Legends, whereby kind of sometimes spectating, the screen goes black and we're unable to do anything. So for now, instead of looking at a black screen, you look at us.
Well, it's the best you can get, I guess.
Yeah, the best of the best, you know. Sorry, my butt is being sore right now for like just kissing my ass so much. But anyways, but once, yeah. So Team 600 versus Super Elite, with Team 600 winning the first game, but losing the first round. What do you think about this? Especially since the map that we're looking at right now, to be honest, to me, I feel that it kind of favors controller players a little bit better because it's like wide. If you want to get in close to the enemies, you gotta have to find yourself through the choke points, those kind of stuff, and it's tough.
It is tough. I saw them choosing to go for the Bloodhound and the Bangalore combination, and we, if you played Apex enough, you're very aware of that Bangalore smoke and Bloodhound scan, right?
Yes.
Not just the digital threat that's on your Mozambique. You can still use your other weapons with the Bloodhound scan. You can just stand within your own smoke and just laser the enemy team. And so maybe this map, yeah, it could definitely come in the way of favoring the controllers, right? For Team 600 though, I think maybe implore some snipers, right? Take that long range duels, stand further back, and then just establish your control from there. The further you are from the Bangalore smoke, your aim assist with the Mozambique is not gonna be. It's a Mozambique.
Let's be real,
it's a
right?
shotgun. It
Yes.
won't deal as much damage with a sniper. Yeah. So maybe just playing back. Playing in territory. I saw them going for a very early. We saw the care package drop down very early on.
Yep.
The Bloodhound.
They wanted to
tried
just cordon off one of the
maybe a
bridge.
bit too daring, a bit too confident. Maybe winning in such the first map. Maybe they got a bit too overconfident, going for that care package when the rest of the enemy team were literally within a Mozambique's range to just shred you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
At least they learned it. At least I hope that they
they're
learned
aware of this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I am not sure if they saw that the Bangalore was within the smoke. I'm not sure if they know that the Bangalore has a digital threat. So hopefully they can adapt a bit and just change their playstyle a little bit more. Play around the outskirts of this map. This map is kind of difficult if you establish the middle control, right?
Yeah.
If you establish that little secluded room, you can pivot from doorway to doorway and then just take fights from there. So yeah, I think Team 600 definitely have a way to win this, but I think the first step is to realize what went wrong in that first round.
I wouldn't say that they will lose out too much in their economy as well, as I was talking about Octane. You can all you need is, I believe, double nitrous boost, and you can literally get from one end to the other end, and you get 2 of the canisters for yourself. So it's pretty simple. That's easily 400 credits for your team, and that is going to help a lot in the next game's economy as to what you want to buy. And hopefully, his team will be able to hold down the middle fort and buy enough time in order for the Octane to kind of get himself in a backstab move, and that way coming in from the flank is going to be really tough for the controller side in order to kind of just
pivoting between 2 different angles. This map really lends itself towards flanking, because apart from that middle room right in the center, everywhere else it's so exposed. These little squares, or whatever you call these makeshift covers around the central part of the map, you can easily be flanked. You can just walk around the outskirts, take a different angle from your teammates. You have 2 here, you have 1 here. You can corner them in and then just laser them from there. Yeah, just pincer them in. So yeah, especially with the Octane, your rotates are going to be so fast. Enemy teams may not expect the Octane to be on your flank in the first couple of seconds of the round, right? Again, with those 2 canisters, I saw you mention. I remember you mentioning that you can take both resource canisters.
Yes.
It's possible if the enemy team doesn't go that direction, right?
Yes.
So I think there's another mind game, another read that both teams can have on each other. Like, hey, which side does my opponent prefer? Right? There is the side where there's a donut building next to the central. Okay, so we have the central lava ring, and then we have a donut building-ish. Right? I call it donut. It's like a circular building at the side of the map.
I can't remember that much about that one because I don't really go there at all.
Yeah, okay. I see you on the other side of the Octane that goes to the other side. The other side is more of like a scaffolding, right? There's 2 staircases.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? That's the side that you go to then. You lean
I
towards
don't
that
even know
side.
anything about a donut.
Yeah, so it's just a building by itself. It wouldn't stay in the ring for long. That's the problem with that side. But the side with the scaffolding, I think there's 1 ring that allows you to play from that position. And that position, if you have a nice crossfire, can be very deadly for the enemy teams from playing in the middle, right? So, yeah, it's just seeing where the team prefers to go to, right? Sometimes you like to play from the donut area. You can establish very good headshot angles, right? You can just crouch up and down, and then take a sniper and then just laser the enemy team over there. Or you can go to the scaffolding, which is a bit more exposed, but there's a lot more room to maneuver around the area, right? And the lower parts, right? So I think reading the enemy, where they're gonna go to, is a very big component as well. Because if you're able to take one entire site with the Octane and just get all your canisters, you can establish pretty much a whole semicircle of, range of fire.
And you can kind of also like be able to just pinpoint down the enemies as well, so that you don't really have to focus so much about this side of the flank. You just need to focus on the other side of the flank. Like, they are definitely coming from here, and if your team just kind of stays in the center, you just have to just kind of back off a little bit and just have
take more
your
angles.
Octane. So you're practically having a nice pincer attack all the way from the other hemisphere, right? So I do think that having an Octane here is definitely one of a pretty good move. Other than that, Bangalore is definitely great. That is if the opponents are trigger happy, they just decided to, oh, I see you, I shoot you, and you get yourself the movement speed, and you are able to relocate yourself pretty nicely as well.
Yeah, and speaking of Bangalore, we have that center building, right? There's only 2 doors.
Yes,
opposite sides, right?
Correct.
You smoke one door off. They only have one area to shoot you from. The rest you can just free reign, right? So, I guess, okay, yeah, Bangalore if you're able to smoke that doorway off, really effective. And then you have that Bloodhound scan, right? Bloodhound scan, you make sure that all your areas you procedurally just clear, right? You clear. You know where they are. You get that flank in, and then you just pincer from there. So. A lot of different approaches. The kind of a direct approach, which is the Bangalore and Bloodhound that we see in the games right now. I think the Gibraltar could be a very pivotal part as well, to establish a forward position, right? Since we've established that this map is quite wide, right? You want to push in, it's a bit difficult. The cover isn't the best, right? But with the Gibraltar bubble, if you get an opening, you crack the player, you down a player, you can just bubble forward, and then the team can swarm in towards the bubble. You're protected from all angles. You can isolate these fights. So yeah, let's think about what other legends could be good on this map.
I was thinking of Caustic, but it's very gimmicky because you are very you're relying on the center room a lot.
That's true,
right? So all you got to do is just hold yourself inside the room, but the opponents, they are definitely gonna learn about it, and they are just like, yeah, we don't have to go in at all. We just wait and hope that the final circle doesn't stay inside of the room, because not always you'll be inside the room. You'll be like slightly off apart, away from the room and some stuff. So you can stay outside, and if the zone kind of forces out the team with the Caustic inside of in the center of the circle, I believe that is going to help the opponent because of how they are located, right? Because they don't have to run, only you do need to run,
right?
Kind of thing,
You kind of corner yourself into like one area of attack. You only have one solution, right?
Yeah. Unless they would want to play in another way, whereby they would want to throw the Nox gas at the edges, or rather the entryways, which is like the choke points that we were talking about, right in between of the lava.
The problem, right, with Caustic on this map, I feel, is it's a bit too wide. See all the covers that are available, which is that they're not that tall. You can climb over it, right? You put a Caustic barrel here, I just crawl over it.
Right.
I put a Caustic barrel near the entrance of the lava. Honestly, if I have a bit of IQ, I can just tank the lava a little bit, It's like 2 ticks of damage and jump over the next spot. So Caustic, I think it's difficult because you don't have time to set up. You start at the same time as your opponents. Your map control is about 50-50. Most of the time. You want to throw around barrels here, you run to the other side, and then you throw another barrel, and then you're just a big Caustic just stuck in the middle, right?
A big chunky boy stuck there.
He's kind of, his hitbox is pretty large, So I think it requires a very specific play style. Maybe.
How about Watson?
I don't think Watson.
Watson is also a setup, right? So.
Yeah, and Watson, I don't think she's good in this game mode because of the space that you have. If you look at the maps that they've chosen, or like the points of interest, like for example, this Lava City, there's nothing. what are you gonna lock down? The middle room, and then lock yourself in the room, like similar to Caustic. It's
Yes!
difficult, right? Yeah, with offenses, she has to again run from side to side. Yeah, map control about 50-50. You don't have a lot of time to set up. A lot of these setup characters, Caustic, Watson. Is there any more? I don't think there's. Yeah, it's just those two basically.
Yeah,
you
I
just
think
don't
that's
have
true.
enough space. You don't have enough time to
Yep,
set up
yeah.
properly.
We haven't really quite talked a lot about. Okay, Rampart. I was
Okay.
thinking of Loba, but I'm like,
Wait,
What?
wrong one. Yeah, Rampart. I think Rampart has the potential. She definitely has potential because her setup time doesn't take as long as Caustic and Watson, right? She can pop down a wall early on, you know, when
Yep.
when you're setting up a round, and then most of the time when, or at least when when imagine yourself as the opponent team, right? The round starts. What is the first thing you want to do? You want to establish control, or like as far as possible, you can draw the line in the map and say, hey, this is my territory,
Yep.
and collect the resources.
Yep.
Right. I'm not worried about a Rampart setting up a stupid wall somewhere in the map, somewhere. I don't even know where it is, right?
Right.
So I'm most likely not going to shoot that wall. Maybe if I can establish a wall that can come up, I can use that as like a headshot angle. I can use a sniper to establish more control from there. So Rampart is interesting. I haven't seen too much any Rampart, but I think there is another playstyle for that, and I'm very curious if anyone can pull it off, you know, effectively.
Like more of like a support Rampart.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Right.
Because her walls are actually
the
super
amp,
underrated.
yeah.
The amount of damage you get from that, it's not to be neglected, right?
Yes.
Especially with a sniper. You can do so much damage with like a sniper from that.
How much is the amplification?
I'm not too sure on the exact damage, but it's significant. It's significant enough.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can two-shot with a sniper with the amplification.
I see.
And maybe Sentinel? I think Sentinel, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty. I will say that that's pretty good then.
Yeah.
But that
Maybe
pretty
the
much
bigger maps like Phase Runner or
Right.
Lava City, you know, where you have a lot of time to establish that kind of area. Yeah. And yeah, Rampart's walls are quite cheap compared to other abilities.
What is it? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
I think because she was underplayed and Respawn were like, you know, maybe give her a little bit of love, you know, like give her a little bit of buff right here. Yeah, so just giving her a bit more leeway into this arena meta.
I do want to see the turret being placed though. I really
Turret-
do want to see that.
The problem is, I feel there's too much cover. It's if you have, imagine you have a rampart in the middle on a giant hill with a turret, it's raining fire from above. I get one player here, okay? I get one of my players to stand here. I get another player to stand here.
Yep.
Right. You can see where the rampart's aiming. There's that red laser.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
She looks here, the other guy shoots. Right. She looks here, the other guy shoots, and she's just pincered.
Yep.
She's stuck there. She can't do anything.
That is
The
true.
time that she takes to dismount, she'll get destroyed. I feel, unless you have like a super cheesy angle that you can abuse, that kind of, you know, maybe the rocks kind of block you or something. I find it difficult to use the ultimate in arenas.
Indeed. Okay. Okay. I get your point. I get your point. If you want to kind of set up the turret, it would be nice if you're able to just hold down one single
choke
lane.
point.
Yeah.
But the problem is these maps don't have a lot of choke points.
Yep.
You notice there's not a lot of buildings in these maps.
Yep. Yep.
And I think that's very intentional. You don't want to have a scenario where you have a Caustic and then you have a Watson just camping out in your room and just praying, hey, the ring, please come to me, ring, please come to me. And then, the ring knows them, okay, this round's yours, you know.
And just everyone just jump into the lava.
Yeah, I mean, I think Respawn kind of learned a bit from the Watson meta. You know, when in professional play, there was a time where Watson would just set up the base in a building, and then it was very tactical. There was a lot of tactical depth into it, but it wasn't as exciting. You know, there wasn't a lot of team fights happening. It was just whoever's the third team, you win, right? And so, just a little bit of an update on the scores of the games that we were watching. Super Elite still on 0, but Team 600, they're on a 2-point lead. Okay, so one more game. If Team 600 win, they're gonna be moving on to the grand finals where you can win one of these bad boys, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, let's just rip this apart and just like kind of look through it. I don't know.
But
I'm
yeah,
probably gonna be destroyed if I do that.
Just a little reminder for our viewers, if you haven't noticed, this is the G304 Supperelite wireless mouse.
Like light, like I'm not even kidding. This is
Like,
probably
I have
like
to hold it down, if not it's flying up already.
Woo!
You know? Yeah, it's really great mouse.
Yep.
If you don't have like the budget for a G Pro, you know, this is a great entry mouse.
Yeah, I
wireless
truly
mouse.
believe, yes.
Yeah.
The hero sensor of up to 12,000 DPI, a polling rate, no, not polling rate, the report rate of 1 millisecond, so that's great. Not to forget a total of 250 hours of usage from a single AA battery. So if you have a lot of AA batteries lying at home, like I do, because I don't have any other thing that I
To
can
put it in,
Yeah.
it's just sitting there. Like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
so this is like the perfect one for you, right? And who knows, maybe it'll take you a year before you will be able to finish up that AA battery supply anyways, because 250 hours per battery, so honestly, it's gonna last you quite a long,
Great,
long,
good
long
investment.
time.
Good investment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you, what do you think about wireless mice? Wireless or wired?
Okay, back then, right? Back then, I had this very strong understanding whereby wireless is inferior.
Okay.
Very long ago. Actually, not very long ago. Maybe like 2 years ago, right? I keep thinking like, no, I do not want to get a wife.
A wife.
I want to say Wi-Fi, but I didn't think that when cutting down the eye, it become wife. I hope that my girlfriend doesn't kill me right now. Yeah. So I told myself, yeah, I will never get a wireless mouse. Because I don't want to be in that scenario when I'm playing a game and suddenly it just no.
The window noise.
I really don't want that to happen. And thus I got myself a wired mice, and only like maybe a few months after, I asked my friend, hey, what do you think about wireless? They're like, yeah, wireless is super good in this era right now. And I'm just like, aren't you afraid that there are gonna be like massive delays? Aren't you afraid that it would disconnect? Then they are just thinking. Then they were telling me, yeah, the chances of your mouse disconnecting is lower than your cables being frayed. And I'm like, okay then.
Ayo, it's just facts. It's just facts. Yeah, wireless mice, I think is the way to go. Yeah.
Maybe I shall consider getting myself a wireless mouse as well, since the cable is starting to get like really annoying me. Right, my mouse is like that, and then the cable runs like this, and turns in, and it turns like that, and then goes to the center.
You have
down
a
there.
maze in your
Yeah, it's literally a maze, because like imagine that this is my mouse pad, and then it was like whew, whew, like that, and I need to make sure that my mouse can
you
all
gotta
the way
you gotta
here.
make sure the wire has
Yeah.
enough slack. If
Yeah,
not,
exactly.
when
So
you go
when-
for a flick, it's
Yes. So when I pull all the way in, I bump onto my cable, and boy, am I annoyed. Oh, I have a cable right here, so I can kind of like just emulate it, like that. Okay, this is my mouse. Like this earbuds is my mouse. The cable runs like. Okay, I have a very long cable here, so I can actually emulate that pretty nicely. So it runs like this, and then like. Okay, this I'm taking very long to get my point across, but you
yeah,
get the
I like the visualization.
like that. So it runs like that, and then my PC, the end of the table is like my hand. Here.
Okay.
So this is how my mouse is right now, and so that I can pull all the way down.
Yeah.
And then once I go all the way up, it's like that. And I was just like, come on!
I imagine if I just plug this out, all your troubles disappear.
I wish I could.
Can fly. Can do anything with it.
No.
Okay,
I don't know why I did that, to be honest.
Maybe not.
To be very honest, I have no idea why. Okay, so I believe that we do have a small little update as to how the games is so far. With Team 600 getting themselves a total of 2 wins for now against Supperelite. So they just need one more win against the opponents, Supperelite then. And if that's the case, then I think, oh, it's 3-0 already? Oh no, the 30, best of 3. Oh, it's a best of 3. Ah, okay, so it is a best of 3.
Also, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh, that means the previous game we actually watched
Team
them.
600 have qualified.
Yeah, that means Team 600 has qualified. Doesn't that mean that in the previous... Okay, I need to double confirm with the organizers here. That means in the previous game, Team Legendxry Sannin, as well as Team Supperelite, it was a 2-1. Was it a 2-1? Because I remember playing 3 games, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so it was 2-1.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay.
Alright, so Team 600, I'm pretty sure they've secured.
Yeah,
a
they
win
pretty much
for
secured this. Yeah, they secured
They've
this.
secured this
Time
legendary
to play
mouse.
Fuse. Yeah, time to play Fuse.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
no, you
Yeah.
gotta.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the competitive integrity?
What integrity? What integrity?
I win the mouse already.
So we're gonna go off to a break real soon, and once we are back from the break, we are gonna be introducing and looking at semi-finals game number 2 between Supperclub. Why do people like Supper so much? Supperclub.
Supper is superior.
Yeah, versus Sweaty Boiz, and we sure are not the ones that are sweaty because like it's pretty done cooling in here. I hope that you're not sweating.
Yeah. Hope that I'm not too. Alright, see you guys after the break.
Genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed. Feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable. Let me know me, yeah, I got only a path, I'm lonely. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable. Let me know me, yeah, I got only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.
Turning up that real shit, tracks full of bars, yeah. Y'all just wanna steal this. Bottles at the club, yeah. Makes that you can feel, bitch. We just turn it up, yeah. Man, we on that real shit.
Count it, count it, count it, count it.
100 tracks, what you know about it, bitch, gon' get it.
Count it, count it, count it, count it.
100 tracks, what you know about it, bitch, gon' get
That's
it.
100 in the works. We the top to finish first. Whole squad fucking curse. Minus touch on every verse. Counted 100 a piece, ayy. Counted 100 a weeks, ayy. Started off Q2 or 3, ayy. Now in the hills all this heat, ayy. We the rebels, not the saints. Fuck with us, got no restraints. Freedom pouring out our veins. Break the hell out of these chains. Feels like I'm going insane. Cause I haven't made 100, go count it. 100 tracks, never missed a week. Fucking count it. 100, go count it. 100, go count it. 100 tracks, never missed a week. Fucking count it. About to start a riot. They can't keep us quiet. Just call me the pilot, cause we mobbing out united. Yeah, we came to work. And we came to play. Work hard, play hard, almost every fucking day.
Y'all just wanna steal this. Bottles at the club, yeah. Bass that you can feel, bitch. We just turn it up, yeah. Man, we on that real shit.
Count it, count it, count it, count it.
100 tracks, what you know about it, bitch, don't doubt it.
Count it, count it, count it, count it.
100 tracks, what you know about it, bitch, go count
Doing
it.
it like Lil Wayne, releasing shit like it's the play, track after track, it's insane, bitch, get the hell out my lane, I'm just gon' ride to the beat, yeah, lyrics, they come out my teeth, yeah, we do this shit every week, then put that shit on repeat, I keep on going, I'm rolling and putting a show on, I hit them with each song, they don't know the next one, they think that I'm broken, I cause a commotion, no need for promotion, I'm staying in motion, I keep the devotion, the words that are spoken, and when is the slogan, so cold that you're frozen, fast like the ocean, we pass those emotions and stay so outspoken, like I'm Obama on the show, and we about to blow, all on the radio. Hey, hey, look at me, fuck with me, hate on me, love on me. Look at me, fuck with me, hate on me, love on me. I don't know how I'm functioning, I just keep on hustling. Pour it up, it's bubbling. I got one life, so I'm guzzling. Hey, count it, count it, count it, count it.
100 tracks, what you know about it, bitch, don't doubt it.
Count it, count it, count it, count it.
100 tracks, what you know about it, bitch, go count it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rivalry Apex Legends 3v3 Arena Tournament. We are here again for the semi-finals. The second match of the semi-finals will determine who joins Team 600 in the grand finals. Of course, to win these beautiful mice right here, the Logitech G304 wireless, of course.
Light speed wireless gaming mouse.
Definitely.
I think that previously, just now, especially for game number 1, the first game that we casted, we were kind of confused by the formatting as well, and I think that many others were kind of confused as well. So I believe that this is the point in time where we gotta set it out straight. So, in a single match, there is a total of there is a maximum amount of 3 games, because it's a best of 3, and within a single game there is a maximum amount of 7 rounds, so it's a best of 5. So technically, in a single game it is a best of 5 rounds, and in a single match it's a best of 3 games. So basically, the first team that reaches 2 wins in one game, in one match, is done.
Yeah, if you win 2 maps, you win that series between the two teams.
Yes,
right?
correct.
And then there will be a best of 5 in the grand finals. So first to 3 maps in the grand finals will win.
Yep.
These mice,
Yeah,
of course.
I mean, technically, for Team 600, they have already guaranteed themselves the G305,
of course.
or rather G304 gaming mouse. So they've got that already, because runner-ups will walk away with this. And then the grand finalists will also walk away with this. So technically, they don't lose that much, or rather they don't lose anything if they were to lose in the finals, because they're guaranteed this already. So plays Fuse.
Oh no, you get bragging rights. Bragging rights are worth something, right?
The bragging rights of being of winning with Fuse.
If you win with Fuse, with the ultimate,
that's bragging rights.
I'll give you credit. You use the ultimate, you trap them on the ultimate, Fuse's ultimate, and then you eliminate them. All right, respect. Grand finals, okay. All right. I see you.
But hey, we said that, you know, if a Fuse wins, that's it.
If a Fuse wins with the ultimate,
Did you say with the ultimate?
yeah,
just
of
now?
course. If not, the Fuse, if you don't use the Fuse ability, you might as well play any legend, right?
I mean, not wrong. Not wrong at all. But what was his tactical ability again?
It's the knuckle duster, so it kind of shoots like a mini grenade, a cluster bomb. Yeah.
Wow, so useful.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, exactly. My point. Exactly. Thank you for reiterating my point that Fuse should not be picked.
Hey, I said wow, that's useful. I specifically said wow, that's useful. So how you take it is really depending on how.
Yeah, very useful, you know, compared to Octane Stim, Wraith you queue and then you reposition for free. Gibraltar has a bubble that nobody can shoot through. Pew! I might as well buy a grenade. Right. Alright. Fuse people, you can prove me wrong, but
buy a grenade, right? It's technically. Well, it is a grenade.
It's a weaker grenade.
It is a
right.
grenade.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, the next match we're gonna have is Sweaty Boiz versus. If I'm not mistaken,
it's I have really bad memory. I remember Sweaty Boiz very much. Supperclub
versus Sweaty Boiz, right?
Yes.
Of course, a lot of supper in this tournament.
It's Sweaty Club and Supper Boys.
Okay, let us not bring that in. All right, my brain has enough supper in there already.
It's okay. We can always do a coin toss to find out what's going on.
Oh, you want coin toss to see who wins?
Yeah.
Okay, same. Might as well, right?
Yep, might as well. Oh my God, how the tables
How
turn.
the turntables.
How the turntables. Damn it, I said it correctly.
Tables turn.
How
Alright.
the turntables. Okay, how the turntables.
Yeah, so
It's so hard to intentionally make a mistake.
of course, yeah. Nothing. It's so difficult to make a mistake as the wonderful abstract, right? Flawless, absolutely flawless. Right?
I hate you so much.
I kind of want to see a Mirage though.
I do as well, because the
Bamboozling.
bamboozling.
It's if you're able to bamboozle effectively, right? It's so much BM, right? You throw a clone and an enemy just shoots the clone and then you're behind them and it just
Is it
eliminates
worth it,
them.
though? Is it, or at least, is the ultimate worth it?
Interesting. Alright. Ultimate in the Mirage Ultimate in Battle Royale is okay, nothing too special, nothing too impactful. Arenas though, I feel like it's a greater impact than in Battle Royale mode. Whether it's better than another Legends Ultimate, I'm not too sure. Whether you want to invest credits to buy that Ultimate, I'm not too sure as well, right?
Like, what's the best way to use his ultimate, right? Because honestly, is there any tips or any tricks in uncovering who is the real Mirage? Not really, right? Because everything is completely
in the heat
mirrored.
of battle, it's difficult. It's really difficult. You have to see the tracer fire, right? You have to see where the bullets are coming from, and then you can identify who is the Mirage that's, you know, in front of you.
Ultimately, it's just a tracer.
I think chaos. You need chaos when you're playing Mirage, right? You need your teammates to come in, and then you ultimate, and then they are completely confused. That, you know, they don't have enough time to decide which Mirage is the right one, which one's the clone, right? And so, yeah, especially when the Mirage now can mimic the player's movements, that's gonna throw everyone just out of whack, right?
I think like the best ways of using Mirage's ultimate really isn't to kill people, because the tracer is just going to help the opponents find out where you are. So imagine just ultimate, you run far away so that every single one of the Mirage clones are very far apart, and then you just like literally Phoenix Kid in front of their faces.
Okay, that's even more PM. You just see the guy just phoenixing in the middle, just jumping around.
I think that would be kind of funny, not gonna
That
lie.
would be interesting. Caustic Watson again, we mentioned before, probably not gonna be part of the tournament. I highly doubt anything of that nature will come out. Pathfinder. I think Pathfinder is very underrated. I think his ultimate is extremely underrated. I've seen people try it out in arenas before. Right. It's the same concept with Octane's ultimate. Right. You have a extremely quick what do you call this?
Horizontal acceleration.
When the round starts, you have a very fast advance to where you want to be. Right. You get the zip line, you bring your entire team all the way there really quickly. You can get an early position, you can get early resources, get early fights. Maybe you can catch the opponents off guard. Same with Octane's jump pad. You get that jump pad in, everyone can take it and proceed to wherever you want to go. Very early on.
Honestly,
right?
I don't give a I don't give a crap about the jump pad from Octane. Like I just spend everything onto like my shield batteries as well as my weapons. Like jump pad, who needs that?
Who needs that, right?
Who needs that in arena?
Maybe with a team focused effort, maybe something will happen.
I suppose so.
Revenant though.
Yeah.
Maybe Revenant. Yeah.
Revenant.
Could
yeah,
be.
I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe we'll be able to see something, some interesting legends in this very game between Sweaty Boys versus Supperclub. And here we go. Here in Mirage's ship.
Alright, and looking at the team compositions, nothing too extra. Aha! My Pathfinder! I called it! Here he is!
Indeed, your Pathfinder
My
is
sweaty boy!
we are also double Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Double Pathfinder.
Alright, I'm loving this game already.
I mean, to get themselves onto higher grounds a lot easier, I'll say that, yeah, it makes sense, right? With the grappling hook, it helps you get on top on the second floor a lot easier than having to skill up the walls. It helps you to kind of push right in front of the enemies as well. So I do like what they have in here. They're just going to go straight into their faces, and with the amount of momentum that Creamy P managed to get, but look at that, most of the shots coming in from his Mozambique was actually landing. We do have the Gibraltar's dome that's being dropped down. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the opponent's little Bloodhound was too fortunate in that very instance. And that all said and done, the Wraith from, I believe, Supperclub?
Yeah, Supperclub. Supperclub take that really well. I really love that super aggressive push. We saw them, the two players climbed up the wall to the high ground towards Sweaty Boy's position, and then the Pathfinder using that grapple amazingly, just sweeps right above all the cover, hits insane wingman shots on the Sweaty Boy player, and then they just establish that man advantage position. And then they just clean up from there.
I think it was like extremely pivotal that he landed one of the wingman shot on the Bloodhound, which ended up in a 1v1 between him and the Gibraltar within the dome. And at a point in time, it was Pathfinder's job to just kind of turn it around once he have created enough space to bring down the Bloodhound.
Yeah, we'll see if Sweaty Boy is gonna come up with any bit of aggression themselves. It's a bit different this time. You know, the previous round we saw both teams towards Mirage's ship, but now Supperclub, they do have the higher ground here on Mirage's ship, where Sweaty Boys go towards the middle position and fights breaking out instantly. Creamy P, I'm not sure if he's actually in the game as of yet. The fight is just gonna be taken straight towards them. Sweaty Boys taking all the advantages they can, using their wingman shots. But the bubble's gonna be coming up straight away. It's gonna take the fight straight into the face of the Gibraltar. Gibraltar comes up ahead. Guppy taking down Klaus as well.
Oh.
And now establishing the control. Sweaty Boys can just play back. They can just play slowly. And yeah, I think the Pathfinder, he seems to have a bit disconnected. That's a bit unfortunate for Supperclub. That's not really ideal, but I guess it's just part of the game, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what can he do? What can he really do all alone, right? I'm not expecting a lot coming in for him, but hey, miracles may happen, or maybe not. Spoke too early.
Yeah, I think he
way too early.
disconnected from the game, that's why.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he was just standing AFK towards spawn, so that was a bit unfortunate for the side of Supperclub, but, you know, I'm pretty sure they can bounce back. They've shown a lot of promise in the first round, so maybe this time, you know, just stabilize your internet connection a little bit, make sure there's no technical difficulties, and I think we can get the game straight away started. Creamy P still seeming a little bit, you know,
Stuck
AFK,
in the
but,
in the place right now, but I think he's
Yeah.
back. Hopefully. Oh no,
Oh,
he's still
no,
disconnected. Yeah, he's still
it's a
disconnected.
bit unfortunate.
Yeah, so I'm not too.
Just punch him in.
Getting him out
Punch
of there,
him
like,
in.
get out of there, kind of thing. So at this moment in time, it is going to be a 2 versus 3. I don't think that we do have any rules for pause or any kinds of disconnection rules at this moment in time. So they gotta have to live with it until we got any admin instructions if whether the game is going to go south or north or whatever it is. But for now, it does seem like AMD does have some grenades that you could just chuck over to that wide open area. 2 hostile detected. They do know that the Gibraltar is really close, but I don't think that it will be fully putting out every single effort onto him. And I stand to be corrected. They did manage to bring Guppy down, and that is going to be a good start of the fight, putting Supperclub in a massive amount of disadvantage. And now that both of the remaining players from the side of Supperclub is dead, it's just going to be left with Creamy P, slowly absorbing and eating the circle.
Yeah,
alive.
it's just not really how you want things to go, but yeah, Sweaty Boys just, you know, playing things really nice and slowly, you know, even though they may have a man advantage, they didn't want to take any unnecessary risk. They established their 3v2 position, they took the fights sequentially, and yeah, just played things out just really well disciplined, you know, even though they could have a, you know, full send straight towards the enemy team. But yeah, if I'm not wrong, Sweaty Boys 2-1 against Supperclub right now.
I think so, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's kind of unfortunate for the side of Supperclub. I don't think they'll be able to do quite much here. As much as possible, they would want to play a little bit safer, right? Defensive.
I disagree. I think they want to be more offensive.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because you're a man down. See, exactly, look at that. The zip line. Putting the entire... sorry, I digressed a little bit. Putting your team so far ahead. They just take a straight zip line all the way to the end of the one side of the map. And they just control it from there. But yeah, maybe if you're a man down, I believe taking a bit of aggressive approach would be better. You know, establish a bit more control. Try to find a free pick and then have a 2v2 from there. But actually, I think Creamy P is back online. So now 3v3. Supperclub can actually, they stand a very, very good chance of just bringing things back, you know. Do not count them out right just yet. Yeah,
But
Creamy P just playing slowly right now. Both teams don't want to give away any room. Supperclub, they're down but not out, okay? They're just making sure that all their bases are covered.
That's now Supperclub versus Sweaty Boys. Pretty sure that Sweaty Boys is getting all that sweat down now. Supperclub we do have Guppy. He's finding himself a little bit of a difficulty in trying to get himself a little bit closer to the opponent's side.
On the
That we do have
utility!
Upstar. Oh man. That is going to deal quite a amount of damage onto Guppy, and then eventually a nice knockdown onto him. Gonna be left with Creamy P as well as Lunch. They gotta have to do something about this. But most of the time, for the side of Supperclub, most of what they're doing is just kind of like, oh no! Now that is a very unfortunate Pathfinder, but it doesn't seem like he was able to fully capitalize on that amazing positioning. He did manage to deal like a total of 141 damage right on top of the Bloodhound, but I think a little bit of mispositioning. He kind of dropped himself down from the from the high ground and just kind of lost his positioning just like that. It's really unfortunate. I thought that he could just stay there, kill the Bloodhound, and kind of force and bait everyone out.
Yeah, and stabilize from there on out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You get so much damage on the Bloodhound. I think he was a little bit too trigger happy, a bit too excited. You know, wanted to go for the finish, took out the EVA 8 and tried to rush the Bloodhound. But as a result of that, you drop down from the height. You drop down from the advantageous position. You expose yourself to the remaining 2 players on the other team, and just like that, the round just disappears in front of
Your very own
your very own eyes. Right? Exactly. So. A bit unfortunate for Supperclub. They did lose Creamy early on in the game, but Sweaty Boys, I think they played it really well.
Yeah, indeed.
Even though they had a advantage situation in the final round, they also played things really nice and slow. They were able to find the pick onto the Gibraltar. They used grenades. I think grenades are very underrated. I think it's underused. They were able to push him out of cover, and he did not even have enough time to put on the bubble for himself.
I'm the kind of player. I don't care about grenades.
Just shoot, you know?
Yeah, I'm
Just hit your heads.
Yeah, I mean, just click heads.
Just click it. Just point at the head, click, you win. Yeah, easy, you know. Just behind cover, just wait for him to peek and just kill him, you know. But yeah, just well played from the Sweaty Boys right there. Grenade usage, good utility, good team play. They were able to laser the Gibraltar immediately. Yeah, just well done by them, I guess. And yeah, like I said, the Pathfinder I think has a great position, a great role within the team composition. We saw earlier in the match, we saw the Pathfinder use his ultimate, the zipline, to push all the other players towards one side as he took control of the other. And from there, they just established their position, took the advantageous gunfights, and just went from there on out.
In regards to the disconnection issue coming in and faced by
Supperclub.
Supperclub, not Supperclub. Supperclub. The rule stated that if the disconnection only happened like 30 seconds after the game has started, then yes, the restart can happen. But unfortunately, it's already out of before, like anything that is before the 30 seconds countdown, right? So, so like game start, and then within that 30 seconds time frame, if anyone disconnects, then yeah, you can go for the reset. But anything after the 30 seconds, unfortunately, they would have to play it all out. So that is what the rule stated, and unfortunately for Creamy P, he disconnected after the 30 seconds time frame, and that is like the end of game number 1 as well. So I think maybe he just barely, no, actually not barely, because they actually played that.
They
round
played
out
the first
pretty
round.
long, right?
They played the first round. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it took longer than 30 seconds, but you know, still, regardless, good effort from Supperclub. I think they definitely have the opportunity to bounce back.
Yes.
There's still 2 more games that they could win and proceed on to the grand finals.
Yeah, at least I will say that they do have quite a good sportsmanship over there. Despite losing one man in game number 2 and technically game number 3 as well. Actually, game number 3 is back already. If I remember correctly.
I think it was out for 2 rounds.
Oh, for 2 rounds.
2 rounds, yeah. And then the 4th round, because they won the first, and then they lost 2, and then he came at the last minute.
Right. Okay. So technically, I mean not technically, but they lost Creamy P for 2 rounds.
Yeah.
But I like the very fact that they are still trying the game, right?
Yes,
Still
of
trying to go
course.
for the game, and despite the man disadvantage, they still go for it. They were hoping that they will be able to bring the opponent down, which is absolutely possible. Right?
Yeah, not
2v2,
giving up, definitely.
It's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal.
Mental.
Yeah. I mean, it is a big deal, but not that colossal of a deal.
Yeah, but still, regardless, going on to the next map, we're gonna be catching up with them real soon. Any new legends you think gonna appear? We saw this Pathfinder, both teams having that Pathfinder this time. Anything else?
Still no Rampart, still no Revenant, still no Caustic, still no Mirage, which is kind of understandable.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Horizon yet, but let's be honest. I don't see any reason to pick Horizon unless you are there just for the black hole, which is a very expensive investment, by the way.
Her
So
tactical, okay.
the
What?
verticality.
There, I don't think there's any like really difficult to reach high ground that's
in
available.
Arena, right? Yeah,
Yes,
I got
arena.
so.
If not, I think it'll be quite broken. If
It
you-
will be. It will.
It
be,
kind of funnels you into playing Horizon in that sense,
Yes.
of one of the legends that are able to scale such heights, right? So yeah, Horizon a bit difficult to play as well. You don't want to just play for the ultimate tactical ability, and your passive ability is the key factor for every legend. I feel you have a good tactical, you have a good passive. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I think we didn't mention earlier, but Octane's passive.
Oh
It
yeah, just the
regens
regens.
health.
Yeah,
That is so good.
that is very good.
It's
yeah.
so good in arenas because you're so strapped on heals, right? And most of the time, when you want to buy heals, you want to buy shield batteries, you want to buy shield cells.
Yep.
You don't really want to buy those health,
The
those
medkits
med
and-
kits
yeah.
and the stringers, because you are able to pick up enemies' armor. You're able to find shield cells within the resource crates,
Yep.
and you're most likely only going to be losing your shields
Most
first
of the time, yeah.
before you lose your health,
Yeah,
right?
Because
And
you're,
so
you're just gonna be chipped off a little bit of your health.
Yeah.
And as Octane, regenerating those lost health is going to compound into like
yes, exactly.
some like into maybe 2 medkits, something like that. You know?
Yeah, so I think Octane is almost 100% must pick.
Yeah.
It's close to there.
Yeah, almost
Maybe
like S tier.
yeah. His ability to get resources so early on, his ability to heal, his ability to reposition with that speed from the stim, it's just I think he's really well rounded for
Yeah.
arenas.
I think I think one of the other legends that we are missing out, which definitely belongs in the triple S tier,
Okay,
is Loba.
interesting. You laugh, but Loba's ultimate, right?
Yeah.
What does the ultimate do? It
Oh.
you can steal
Oh,
all
you
the
can-
heals.
you can take all the heals.
You
Oh,
can steal
right.
all the heals.
But isn't that
Is
a-
it worth it? That's the
Did-
question. That's the question.
How much is the black market then?
I'm not too sure how much, but I know one battery is 150 credits, right? There are 2 batteries, 1 med kit and 1 Phoenix kit in every resource container,
Yes.
right? Med kit is about 100. Phoenix kit, I don't think you can buy it. So it's almost,
Invaluable. Right?
if you get both crates with the Loba ult, that's at least 300, 400, that's at least 800 credits worth, right? So a bit,
Big brain,
Is
but
it-
a little bit excessive?
it depends on how much the ultimate costs. I'm not too sure on the exact amount, but if it isn't too expensive, maybe about 300, 400.
Yeah, okay. I
Right?
was kind of thinking around
Maybe-
that ballpark range as well.
Loba's tactical, also pretty good.
What's his tactical again? Or rather, what's her
She has
tactical again?
the teleport bracelet, so she yeets the
Oh, okay,
bracelet
yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
and then you pop,
Yes,
end up
okay,
there.
okay. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Good repositioning tool, not the best, decent, you know.
Decent.
Yeah, hitbox is pretty small as well, so you know you kind of have to take that into consideration. This kind of really team fight focused, you know, where every little bit of damage counts.
I think we have more or less talked about every single legends already. I don't think we're missing any, are we? Nah, I think
No,
we
I
talked
think
about every.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
I
much
think we
all.
talked about all of the legends that has released so far.
So far,
Yeah, so far.
incoming Seer.
Seer.
Huh?
Yeah. Although I know nothing about Seer for now.
Alright, a bit of trivia for y'all who may not know what Seer does, right?
Uh-huh.
So, Seer is almost like a hybrid bloodhound in a sense.
Hybrid Bloodhound.
Right.
Okay.
So
Explains his name.
he has a special. Okay, let's talk about his abilities one by one. Alright. So his tactical. What does his tactical do? It's like a little beam. He launches a bit of nanobots in like a straight line ish,
Right.
right? And then it disrupts enemies' heals and reveals their location. Let's take a moment and process that. They can't heal. You can see the health bars, and you can see where they are.
Oh wait, you can see their health bars.
Yeah.
Oh.
They can't heal, and you can see the health bars.
Okay, that is actually quite big, right? That is quite a quite a big change. Oh, not change rather.
It's really interesting. You
It-
stop heals. That's
yeah.
a new mechanic in Apex, I would say.
Does it penetrate through walls?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Like the beam itself penetrates. Through
Yeah,
walls.
I'm pretty sure it does. It's just like one big Hadouken or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yes.
How about the next one?
So
Passive?
his passive is I'm not sure. I know he can scan beacons, right? The recon beacons to
Oh, he
see
can
the
s-
next ring.
Oh, he can do that
Yes.
as well.
Uh,
Okay.
I think his passive is that he can what is it? I think he can see the heartbeats of the enemy or something.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. So
Okay.
when you ADS,
Mhm.
I think you can see where the enemy like it's like a little triangle indicator of where you can hear the enemy footstep heartbeat.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So
Gotcha.
it's like a heartbeat sensor, but
Mhm.
small for just your reticle.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And then his ultimate is similar to okay, so he basically launches out this little device that expands out into a big AoE kind of
Uh-huh.
effect, right? And then it denies healing. No, sorry, not denies. It reveals enemies' position if they are running or shooting,
Okay.
right?
Then
So
it's
it's
gotta
sort
be a
of like a
very
bloodhound kind of effect,
right. Right.
right? But the
Mhm.
ultimate stays up like perpetually
Mhm.
for a certain period of time.
Mhm.
And if the enemies run, right? If they run
Mhm.
or if they fire their weapons, their
Which is-
position will be revealed.
Which is basically 100% uptime.
Yeah, unless you're just like hiding in a corner, you know, that kind of thing. So now that you hear all these abilities, right? Imagine he can stop healing, he can reveal enemies' positions.
Mhm.
You pair that up with Revenant and Octane. So you Revenant, you totem,
Mhm.
you drop the jump pad, you you send your Revenant and your Octane in, you do a lot of damage, you stop the healing, and then you finish things out.
Oh right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
scary, you know.
So basically, the whole point is having your totem to be far away,
Mhm.
and your jump pad allows you to connect the distances, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you can kind of use the zipline gun as well, to a certain
Mm.
extent, right?
Yeah.
So you know,
speaking of, you know,
Mm.
these kinds of interesting compositions, we'll see if the next game is gonna bring us anything spicy. We're gonna be jumping straight into the next match, the next map, Supperclub versus Sweaty Boys. Now on a new map, we haven't seen this
I
as
haven't
of yet
played in this one.
today, right? This is Gardens in Olympus.
yeah, I haven't played this one yet.
Yeah, it's I think this map is extremely pretty. I just want to put that out there. I think the colors,
Pretty?
no, pretty.
Oh,
Like,
pretty. Okay.
visually pretty.
I was thinking that are you gonna complete the sentence?
Yeah, anyway, this instant fight already happening below all these buildings. Creamy going to go down, and this is going to be huge detriment for his team as another goes down as well.
This guy is pretty accurate with his
2v1,
beacon, though,
yeah.
Not gonna lie. His
Interesting.
be
You
shooting
don't
it.
go for a weapon upgrade. You use the P2020
To
raw.
be fair, the P2020 is a pretty good gun raw by itself in the early stages of the game, provided if your opponents have Bobo aim.
That's Maybe if you go for a bit more heals, you use your tactical more, and yeah, you're just playing along with your teammates. Could be a devastating weapon, especially with the Mozam. I think Mozam is underrated. First of all,
I mean,
Super
for
underrated.
someone like me who don't know much about Mozambique's changes, I would still think that Mozambique is trash.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
understandable. But for some reason, you can consistently get 40-50 damages on
Yeah.
Mozam shots nowadays. So I think most underrated weapon in the arenas, I would say, 100%.
Yeah, usually I would just go for... It actually really depends for when I feel like it. If I think that, oh yeah, I'm a wingman bro now, I'm just gonna first round wingman.
Wingman is so satisfying as well.
Yeah, I know, right? When you land that satisfying on the head.
Oh yeah. Really nice.
But I'm really bad at using iron sights. So there are times where I just don't buy wingman for the first round because of the fact that I hate its iron. I hate its iron sights.
That's a fair shout. And oh, 2 knocks are gonna come in really quick against Sweaty Boys, and Klaus left alone. I'm not sure if he has any heals to heal himself up though.
I doubt so. The very fact that he's just stuck on himself right now, not doing anything, pretty much. Okay, never mind.
Okay, he does have
Yeah,
a
he
shield
does
cell.
have
I
a
would
battery.
love it if he could just heal up and try to isolate these 2v1 situation.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused about that grenade just now.
Oh, the one that's up in the sky.
Yes.
It's a common strat by some of players to use it as like an air grenade. So essentially, you see the Gibraltar bubble.
Yep.
You expect them to be in the Gibraltar bubble, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
you time your grenade throw, so when it lands, just nice, the bubble expires, and the grenade lands exactly
Right.
where they are, and they don't have time to react.
Right.
So that's one of the strats. So yeah, Sweaty Boys unfortunately losing the next that the round that we just saw. Well played by the Supperclub right there. Just stabilize using the Gibraltar bubble. They're able to heal up and then just take on the fights again.
Yep.
Just naturally.
Heal up, and I believe picking up their fellow allies as well. If I'm not wrong, there were like a couple of players that were actually knocked down at the same time. But unfortunately for Pathfinder, I think that I think he was just barely surviving.
Lacking any heals as well. No batteries, no health kits.
There's no way that he could just take a head-on fight against Gibraltar at that very
I think he was
time.
trying to find an isolated duel. We saw him just trying, not healing up and trying to take a fight. Trying to even the playing field a little bit, but unfortunately just things did not work out in his favor. So jumping into the next round. We have these purple armors this time, and again, Supperclub gonna be taking the high ground, establishing the control from there. Sweaty Boy is gonna take the compound directly opposite. So now these teams are not fighting off the bat. Playing a bit more conservative, perhaps trying to establish some control within the zone.
It's not going to be an easy round. It does seem like there could be a possibility. I'm not too sure, but the way okay, never mind. 100%. Supperclub is sorry, Sweaty Boys. Sweaty Boys are PC players. 100%. At least from what I see from Claws, right? Okay, 100% PC gamers. The way that their sensitivity and the way they move is a little bit too snappy, so we know for sure that they are PC. But Supperclub, though, I think that they are PCs as well. Their movements and
Supperclub, they do get a knock onto AMD. Now a 3v2 situation. They should be able to just overpower the opponents by just sheer numbers themselves. Wingman shots though, and they do find the connection eventually. Supperclub
did win though.
Pulling things ahead despite losing players in the previous map, the previous match. They bring things back to an even scoreline, 1-1. Going to a third map, Eugene.
Yeah, so that is a relatively simple game for them. They know exactly what they are looking out for. Supperclub just drawing the games against Sweaty Boys in a 1-1 fashion. Anything comes, anything goes once again. Best of 5, and then a best of 3. So we are on match point.
Yep, definitely. So moving on to the last map, I think what we saw from Supperclub was really interesting. Despite them having the two different starting positions, right? We saw them on opposite sides of the map. Supperclub took the initiative. They ran all the way across to Sweaty Boys' compound. Right? They didn't care about whether they had the high ground or anything. They were able to find an isolated duel. They were able to find a pick onto AMD. AMD a bit too confident, going out for these exposed duels, you know, from the top of the little houses that's there on the map. And then once you get that man advantage situation, you just overpower your opponents. Just simple 3v2, you know, just push in, take gun duels, and just win out.
I mean, most of the time when we are looking at Apex and as well as Arena, you just want to take those isolated duels that you're talking about. Getting yourself into 1v1 is you're just making
the numbers, right?
Fair playing field.
Yeah.
Right? If you're able to win that round, or rather in that duel, great. 2v3. And anything comes, anything goes from that point onwards. But for Arena, yes, you can still pick up your fellow friends. So as long as there are any kinds of defensive mechanism, which we are starting to see quite a lot of these players are picking up Gibraltar for that defensive dome. We don't really see a lot of lifelines for that for the dog healing drone and the revival part. So most of these teams, they want that instant gratification that you were talking about, right? I do something and I instantly get reflected. I want the dome right now, boom, here's a dome. I want the speed boost, boom, Octane runs. I want to get up there, boom, zipline over.
Yeah, definitely. And at the pace of these games are going, you know,
high
it's
octane,
very, very fast. Once the start fight, it usually ends in the next 30 seconds or
Indeed,
so.
yes,
Right?
yes.
Yeah, so going on to the final map, you think any different composition so far? So far we've seen the same. Right?
Yeah,
very standard.
Yeah, I don't think that they will try to go for anything too creative, especially since this is match point. They know that it's time to make it or break it, right?
Yeah, and this is on the line as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, Sweaty Boys, I think a bit flustered. You know, it was kind of they kind of almost got gifted a free
game
match
just now. Yep.
right? So kind of on their shoulders, right? It's their game to lose in a sense, right? They had 2 chances, now they only have 1. Supperclub against the wall, against odds against them, they're still able to pull out a win. They weren't deterred by the fact that they were down on map. They took the initiative in the last round. I think I really like that push. They weren't exposing themselves too much. They didn't allow themselves to get picked off, hit shot, knocked down, and then they were able to find an opening and just capitalize on that. So yeah, just that map in particular, we didn't have too much time to see too much strategy go into it. A lot of the fights just happened off the bat. We saw the first round, everyone just collapsed towards the bottom part of the map, and then just everyone just kind of fought there. Second round, we didn't see too much because of a bit of technical difficulties, but then again, third round, it showed us that Supperclub was really here to play, really here to stay.
Yeah. And now, with it all said and done, it is time for us to jump right in onto game number 3 between Supperclub versus Sweaty Boys. Who's gonna be the one that actually makes it away, or rather makes it into the grand finals? Let us take a look.
Alright, coming on to Phase Runner, one of the biggest, if not the biggest map in the map pool right as of now. And yeah, just taking things really slowly at both teams, not going for any aggressive pushes as of yet. I saw an L-Star actually, that's pretty interesting. Not too many people use that weapon. AMD again, getting brought down extremely low, and an aggressive bubble. They're pushing in straight towards Sweaty Boys. Supperclub not relenting on any of that aggression from the previous game.
And at this moment in time, it doesn't seem like that Pathfinder is going anywhere with that banana suit that he has on himself. But the Mozambique, dude, from that distance, that's absolutely disgusting. What the heck?
I said it. So underrated. So underrated. The Mozambique, free weapon by the way. You get it for free every round. Just click the buy. It says 0. And yeah, I think, again, Supperclub, I love that aggressive bubble. They know that AMD was cracked. He was so low, about 50 HP. They know that he's going to be falling back to heal, right?
Yep.
That means there's only 2 players left who could pose a threat to the rest of the team. So they aggressively bubbled. They bubbled onto the Wraith of Sweaty Boys, and then they just swarmed him, forced him to take a Q. And then at that moment, it was all left alone, the Pathfinder. Supperclub just cleaned out the rest. Just simple stuff, but well done by them.
A great play right now. They have decided to play themselves right into the northern part of this map. We do have quite some resources that is just right around the area. This is definitely a place that I play a lot because of the fact that I play a lot of Octane and just dash through the portals and so on and so forth.
Abusing game tactics.
Exactly. So now, what we are going to be looking at most of the time is going to be a mid-game scenario, or rather mid-range kind of game. But I'm not too sure about that Wraith, right? I'm kind of surprised that we are even looking at a Wraith right now. But hey, it is what it is. We do have the Arc Star being thrown right out. Guppy.
Another aggressive bubble going straight in. Find an easy frag onto the Pathfinder, and again, what an amazing aggressive effort. 2v3 now. There's a bit of an isolated duel right here. Guppy. Oh, he does go down to the Wraith, and now 2v2, I believe. Or 2v1. Yeah, it's 2v1. Just the Wraith alone, actually. Sweaty Boys, backs against the wall. Saint has to come up huge, and as Saint takes the time to heal, they res the last player. Now it's a 3v1. Supperclub just playing this so well. Playing by the numbers, 3v1 now. Saint no health, nowhere else to run. Supperclub cleans things up yet again.
Played it a little bit too slow for my liking. I don't know, like, at least for Wraith, right? Yes, definitely you need time to heal up. You definitely need to know when you should do this, when you should do that. But I think he gave way too much openings over to the opponent side, whereby he's just slowly thinning out his chances to win. Just because I want to heal and I want to watch what the opponent does. While you're trying to watch them, you can't find anything because everyone is behind cover, and they have successfully revived one player after another, eventually thinning out your chances to win up to like what, 3.14%.
Yeah, it's a really difficult call to make, you know, being that Wraith. You could go for an aggressive duel, try to even things out, even the playing field. Yeah, it's a risky play, but probably the winning play, right? You don't play to survive, you play to win. And yeah, exactly what Supperclub is trying to do right here. Another aggressive bubble and just peeking left and right, AD through the bubble. Gonna get a lot of frags, a lot of damage. Everyone just taking the fights head on, straight on. I think there's just one player left on Sweaty Boiz and Supperclub. Cleaning things up again.
What was that tracking from lunch?
Do you see the little crouch shooting?
No, all I see was him just like desperately trying to just connect onto the opponents, like one after another. I was getting confused, like what is going on?
Yeah, and Supperclub, I think they thrive in that kind of chaos, right?
Yeah, they
they
definitely did.
love to just bubble on the enemy, make them flustered, like, oh no, they're gonna push us, what are we gonna do? And then they just all swing out from the bubble and just overwhelm the enemy.
Because technically the bubble is a cover for their own, except that it is a cover that you can phase right
Yes,
on.
exactly.
So it is very flexible. You know exactly when you want to move out to shoot people, and you know when you want to move back in, while the opponent doesn't know your timing. So if you constantly do something like that with a little bit of a variance to it, honestly, you can just chip off the opponent's shields one after another very easily, force them back far, far away. And that really isn't much that they can do, except to just spam right at the dome.
Yeah, and they were so panicked at that moment because you see in that part of the map, there was the crate, the resource crate in the middle. But once they domed on the resource crate, there was no cover for the rest of the team.
Indeed.
The enemies, they all three pushed up. They wanted to contest the resource crate, but they weren't expected to dome, right? The Supperclub put the dome down, and then they were just able to push themselves out of the dome one by one, and then just swarm the Sweaty Boiz. They just had no cover. It's just simple things.
Yeah, so Gibraltar.
Gibraltar, very the fact
pivotal play.
that Sweaty Boiz didn't have a Gibraltar. Look at that. They didn't have any backup
They have no
plans.
answers,
They have no answers to the bubble.
opponent's bubbles.
Right, exactly. So usually in Gibraltar fights, when you have a Gibby on Gibby, whoever domes last wins. Why? When I wanna usually if they were fighting another a team with Gibraltar, right? I bubble first. I want to take aggressive. The enemy teams, I fall back. I bubble again. All of my players stay within the second bubble, right? I just hold the line.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
Right. Okay.
Either I have two options. Either I fall all the way back, or I rush
right
into your bubble. And when they are rushing to my bubble, if I fall back, if my two bubbles are separate enough, as I run out of my bubble to attack your bubble,
I can just run out.
you can just peek out the side and just shoot them as they come in.
Right.
Right. So a bit of intricacies when it comes to GB on GB action, but when you are the only Gibraltar in the server, you can just flex your bubble as much as you want, and it just, you can't do much about it. So yeah, Supperclub punching the ticket straight into the grand finals. We have Supperclub, of course, against Team 600, who won earlier on in the first semi-finals that we saw today.
Yeah, they are both these teams, Supperclub as well as Team 600. They are guaranteed the G304 giving mouse already from Logitech. So honestly, they can play whatever that they want now. They can do whatever they want. The only thing that they're fighting for is bragging rights. But what's a better way of winning with more bragging rights than to, well,
With a mouse. You want to win with a fuse? I would be really interested to see a fuse though. If you have a
with
special tactic.
Motherload being
Motherload, yes, the
that,
Motherload, the ultimate from Fuse right there. So it'll be really interesting to see if that comes into fruition. Let's see if your prayers have been answered.
I'm stoked. I'm absolutely stoked. I'm just gonna text Proposu right now. So while I text him, we're gonna go off for a really short break, and once we are back,
We'll see you all in the grand finals.
yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. Here I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off as friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. Break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, hoping I can find my way. Even when I'm feeling down, I fight. Even when I don't know what is right, I'ma pick a side and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. Planet on the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic. All natural, not a piece of fur is plastic. Head to her toes, yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers all around say she has a reputation. Don't believe it till I see it, so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education. So I need a private session if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated. But that only makes it better, and it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around, I've never hesitated. But she's got me captivated, so the game, I'm gonna play it, yeah. She got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. You look good when you're undressed. I heard you like to get away. I heard you like to stay out late. I heard you had a couple boyfriends. I heard they didn't treat you right. I heard you're hated by your girlfriends, cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah, they say she's too hot, they say she's too cold. Where she came from, nobody really knows. They say she looks young, but say she acts old. From everything I've heard, she gets out of control. And all the boys say she was sent from the heavens, but I'm not too sure that this girl is a blessing. She's got the devil's eyes and they'll cut you like a weapon. She's stuck in my mind like a bad obsession. Got bad intentions. She got a body like a cold thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a cold thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. Are we gonna play now? Ready for the show? I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own. I got a chance to break now, here I fucking go. Take control of fate now, I control my flow. And I know that I'll be great, how putting on a show. I know that I'ma stay loud, drowning out the noise. The haters always thinking that they could fucking break me. They're better off eating their own words like pastries. Hate me, and you better find some fucking safety. I'm coming in hot like a bad bitch in pasties. They can't save me, no I ain't lazy, no. But society has me going so crazy, yo. Don't play me, no my mind's hazy, yo. And I'm sick of me feeling this way daily. I'll always live my life till it's over, and I will not forgive those who hold me down. And I will never give up, I'm moving forward. And I will never miss my chance, take it now. And I will always live my feelings over. And I will not forgive those who hold me down. And I will never give up, I'm moving forward. And I will never miss my chance, take it now. You got one life, so live it right. Keep your friends tight and your family in sight. Never cease to fight for the things you think are right, cause you just might find you control your own mind, eh? You'll be fine, eh? Just take your time, eh? Enjoy the climb, eh? Enjoy the grind, eh? You never really know what's on the other side till you give that shit a try. Know the limit is the sky, eh? Make them take it back, what they said about you. Every time they doubt you, make that shit about you. Forget about the clout, yo. Fuck the word of mouth, yo. Keep your head down, yo. Work until you're found, yo. Fight until you make it, yo. Don't think it, no, just take it. Don't wait for someone to break it. Take control and don't just take it, eh? You can make it happen, you just gotta take some action. Take the ship and be the captain. Head on out and don't look back, yeah. And I will always live my life till it's over. And I will not forgive those who hold me down. And I will never give up, I'm moving forward. Yeah. I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions. Fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now, I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat now and weed out all the weak now. Get up and make a change, don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave. Cause your life is yours to save, ain't nobody gonna change. Everybody stays the same, so be different, make a name,
like
huh?
a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, march until it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rivalry Apex Legends 3v3 Arena Tournament Series. And as always, my name is Coldam, and this is Abstract. So back again, we're gonna do something a little bit interesting, you know, just before the grand finals. We have 7 of these mice to give away, right? So we have 3 for the winners, right? First place. We have another 3 for the runner-ups. And then we have 1 more.
Was there?
There's 1 more.
Yes.
I don't know where the other 2 went.
I don't know.
Okay, so we have 1 extra mouse that's in our inventory, and we're not sure what to do with it.
Whatever shall we do about this?
Do y'all want? Do y'all want this mouse?
I don't know.
Anyone in chat wants this mouse?
Yeah. I mean, otherwise we can.
Otherwise,
just
yeah, we can share it. You know, you can have the left mouse button. I'll take the right one.
I think that what's more effective is you can take the top shell and take the bottom shell.
Ooh, the bottom. I don't mind the bottom shell. Not bad.
Yeah. So I mean, the top shell, you know, I probably need a jigsaw to kind of like cut it in between. But actually, yeah, it kind of makes sense that you have to. Yeah, just kind of sit it.
It comes down to the middle, like a cake, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, in all seriousness, we're giving one of these Logitech G304 wireless mouse away to one of you lucky guys in chat, right? So we're gonna do a little game.
Yeah,
right?
like a trivia, right?
Sort of like a lucky draw, but not really.
Not really.
If y'all have been paying attention throughout the stream, you should know the answer to this question that we're gonna give out right now. So, Abstract, you wanna give the question?
Sure. Okay. So, guys, by the way, you guys gotta have to answer in the YouTube chat, right? We are only monitoring the YouTube chat. So if you are in the Facebook chat, we are gonna give you some time to go down to the YouTube chat and just answer from that. So if you're finding which YouTube page it is gam3.gg. So head on down to the YouTube chat, and we are gonna be asking a question in a very short amount, in like maybe about less than a minute's time, and then we'll just throw it out, the question for you guys. I believe that I had said it a few times already.
Yeah, we definitely said the answer to the question a few times. So if you're paying attention, you may get the answer correct. You may walk away with one of these mouse.
Yeah, speaking
yourself.
of walk away, this is for giveaway. This one is won by me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
bye,
Bye-bye.
Abstract.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. Hi guys. I'll take this one too. And no, just kidding.
Okay, so do note that you guys, the viewers out there, you guys gotta have to be residing in Singapore in order to win this, because you gotta have to come to the physical store here at Kallang Wave Mall at the Esports Experience Center to pick this puppy up for yourself. All right, so remember that if you are residing somewhere outside of Singapore, then unfortunately we can't give you the mouse, and thus we will have to give it to someone else instead. Yeah, we both have the same idea. Okay, so the first and the only question is,
Drum roll.
I'm thinking of which question to ask. I think I'll ask the battery one.
Okay, sure. Go
Okay,
ahead.
yeah. I talked about the battery, right? It uses the AA battery. How long is a single AA battery's lifetime on this
Don't show the
mouse?
stats. Don't show the stats.
Okay? How long is the lifespan of a AA battery on this mouse? Alright?
The Logitech G304. What is the battery lifespan that we've mentioned earlier on in the stream? If you're all paying attention.
Oh my god, please don't call me Abstract Google. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a throwback to the Mobile Legends days.
All right, first person who answers correctly.
Yeah, first person
wins
to
the
answer this
mouse.
correctly.
All right.
So we do have a short little delay. I think like maybe 20 seconds to 30 seconds delay. So we gotta have to wait for like 20 seconds to 30 seconds before
Lagging
we
IRL.
find the
so
answer. Yeah. So if by 1 minute in we don't get the answer, I'm gonna drop a hint. Right, I'm gonna drop a hint. And the hint is gonna be pretty darn easy. Maybe like drop one hint and then two hints.
we could do with like the first number.
first number.
Is it? That's okay, right?
I mean,
what hint were you thinking?
I was thinking about some very conspicuous hints first.
Okay,
right?
okay.
The first hint. Okay, so I'm gonna give the first hint first. Okay, the answer is an even number.
Oh, even number.
Yeah.
That's like a 50-50 chance for me to get it correct.
I mean, there's like so many so many even numbers that is out there.
I mean,
Yeah. This
even
number.
number,
Okay. Hint number 2. This number is not. What's the word that? It's not a. Oh, never mind. It's okay. Never mind. We found the answer. We found the answer.
Who is this?
Yep. Law Kok Moon. Law Kok Moon, you are the first one that got the answer right. Law Kok Moon answered 250
Is this
hours.
Lange? Is he one of the players?
Is he? Oh my god, I think he is.
Look.
I think he is. So what do we do about that? Do we still give it to him, Mrs. and Mr.
We've
Producers?
exposed him. We've exposed him.
Lange? Mr. Lange, Law Kok Moon, are you Lange? So I don't know. We may have to double confirm if whether you are eligible of getting another one. Lange is the one that proceeded to finals, right?
I just remember the name. I
I
don't
only
remember
remember the
which
name as well.
specific team he played for, but
Okay, doesn't matter. Congratulations.
someone won this. One
Law
of y'all
Kok
in
Moon.
chat.
I'm
right?
pretty sure
yeah.
that Law Kok Moon. I think we didn't state the terms and conditions. So I mean, maybe there is a terms and conditions somewhere, but I didn't read it. So jokes on me.
Regardless, we have the chat logs. We'll be contacting Mr. Law very shortly. We'll let you know the details.
Wow, Go Wee Kyung, his answer is very textbook, yeah. 250.15 hours. AA lithium cells have a shell life of up to 9 years. Depends on how you use it. I mean, not wrong, I suppose. Honestly, it's not wrong.
Yeah, just a little delay. That's all.
Yeah, it's honestly not wrong. But the only thing that I've been constantly talking about is the 250 hours of lifespan. 250 hours in a single AA battery. So
One
I
charge.
gotta have to give it over to Law Kok Moon at this moment in time. He's the one that answered first, and he said yes, haha. So yeah,
Okay.
his lunch. So
Mr.
I don't think
Lange.
I don't think that it makes that big of a difference. he still won this. So congratulations, this is yours. As much as I want to make an impact by throwing this over to the camera, I know I can't because I'm probably gonna destroy this and I'm gonna destroy that, which is the
Which is yeah, it's a bit more expensive.
yeah.
Just
So I do not want to forfeit my pay. Plus more of that. Is it really not eligible? Is he not eligible?
Can we get an update from the admin team?
Yeah. If he's not eligible, then we are moving on to the next person. And it may or may not be ARC. So we need a
ARC?
confirmation if whether they whether he's really able to win this G2. No, he's not eligible. He can't win this.
Oh no! Lock Hawkman, if you didn't sign up to play, you would have won this. I'm kidding.
So in that case, we are going to
to the
give it
next
to ARC.
Arc?
Yeah.
Okay,
Arc.
Mr. Arc.
I hope that you're not a player. Are you a player?
I don't think we have an Arc.
You're already playing the next round, so already getting one. So
Oh.
yeah, so
Alright,
he is
just
a grand finalist. Yeah,
Yeah,
so he is a grand
Mr. Launch. You ready? Oh my gosh. You already won one of these.
finalist. You already have one of this, so you give it to give it to the other person.
If you're watching,
which is ARC. Yeah.
please play Fuse. I want to see Fuse. We have Fuse or
Maybe
Fuse
it
action.
was a Fuse
Fuse on
versus Fuse.
Fuse. Alright, we see who's the better Fuse, alright?
Yeah,
we already have
yeah,
one
yeah.
team. Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Alright, we already have Team 600.
Yes.
Already gonna play Fuse. Launch, if you want to play Fuse, give you a shout out at the end.
Yeah,
alright?
yeah, we will give you a shout out.
Give
I
you a
mean, we
shout.
technically give him a
We
lot
already
of shout
get,
out
yes,
already.
he's a,
Yeah.
everyone's ready.
So ARC, I believe that this belongs to you because you are the next person to answer answer my question correctly with the answer of 250 hours on a single charge of that AA battery. So this is yours.
Alright, we'll reserve this somewhere in the facility. You have to come and find it yourself.
Okay.
Alright, yeah. Where'd it go?
Magic. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna
Let's not destroy the set.
Yeah, I'm not gonna destroy the set. Nah. But yes, this is. I believe that this is yours. Yes. Okay. So please DM us on Instagram at GameAsia, Game.Asia, and we will let you know the instructions on how to collect this, which is very likely come down to the Kallang Wave Mall and Kallang Wave Mall's Esports Experience Center.
Level 2.
Yes, level 2.
It's huge. You can't miss
You
it.
can't miss it.
I didn't know where it was and I still couldn't miss it.
Yeah, so all you gotta do is just like go into Kallang Wave Mall, look for the escalator that is just right on the right in front, and then go up.
Oh, can I just double confirm? Are you in Singapore? We just need a confirmation on that. Just double check if you are a resident or staying in Singapore so we can ensure that you will be here to collect your prize.
Yeah, I hope that he is here. In the meantime, I see Marcus Lee typing this.
I play Fuse, you give me mouse.
I mean, yeah, sure. We'll give them mouse.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
give
you the mouse
yeah.
that you already want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
We give you mouse.
You play Fuse, I give you. Easy.
You don't play Fuse, we still give you mouse.
Shh.
Oops.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. So with that all said and done, ARC, if you're a Singaporean, do drop us a DM. We will find out if whether you are actually a Singaporean or not, and if whether you are able to pick this up. If you're unable to, we'll announce a winner again later. But most importantly, Marcus Lee says, "I need one. I need a new mouse." Hello, you already getting one already. You still ask for more.
I also need a mouse on.
I don't need it,
It's so tempting to just.
but I want it.
You can see it.
I mean, that's the reason why oversized shirts are great. Right?
That's true. I'm sorry, whoever's mouse this is.
Okay, I think that is enough fun and chatter for a bit now. So congratulations once again to ARC. You have won yourself a G304 mouse from Logitech, and boy oh boy. Once again, let me read out specs to you, alright? Up to 12,000 DPI on the hero sensor. We have a 1 millisecond on the report polling, so really fast sensor. Oh, by the way, if you never PM us within 24 hours, we will pick the next winner. So, you gotta PM us soon. Like, now.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's
Alright,
pick out a new winner. No.
I stay in Singapore. Alright, I
Okay.
think
Okay,
things
so I
should
think
be...
Art got it. Yeah. So
Actually, I also stay in Singapore.
I also stay in Singapore.
Yeah.
You know,
This is our National Day
Production also
prize.
live in Singapore. So
Yeah.
you get a you get a
You
mouse.
get a
You get a mouse. You get a mouse. I'm so tempted to just.
Oh, so many
Do we
people
have like
stay in
empty
Singapore.
box so that I can throw it? Okay, so with that all said and done, I think that we are more than ready and about time for us to head on to the grand finals and kind of take the attention of the G304 away. No, actually, we still can put the attention on them because they are our
They powered
sponsors
us.
after
Yeah,
all.
man.
Yep. Woo!
Right.
Best of 5 series in the grand finals. Who are you rooting for?
I am rooting for whichever team can pull off a Fuse ultimate play. Alright? I want to see a motherload land on a team, isolate the team, and then just yeet nades in, and then just completely wipe them out. Alright? If I see that, I'll give you a clap, alright? I don't know. I don't have anything else to give you, man. I'll just give you
Okay,
a clap.
so he will
I'll
give you guys a clap, but in the end, he will give me a meal.
Oh, yeah, I made a bad decision. Right?
You forgot, man. You forgot.
I have a
may
severe
have
lapse in
connections.
judgment.
You know, there's
Right.
no terms and conditions writing. Abstract is not allowed to contact any of
That's
the
true.
players.
There's no writing that I made this bad.
You know that we can kind of just go back to the recording. We can just go back to the recording because it's all live on stream.
Hey, delete the VODs, please. Delete the VODs,
Yes,
please. Delete
a
the VODs.
free meal. I mean, not free yet. There are still some
If
complications.
if y'all just joined in, I made a bet with Abstract. If we see a Fuse in the grand finals pull off a play with his ultimate, the Motherload, and win the round or win the game, I'll have to treat him lunch or dinner. All right.
And he did not, by the way,
and
specify
for
how much is the
some
budget.
reason. Okay, this guy is just
I'm just milking it, man. I'm just
absolutely
milking it.
juicing me out right now.
Nah, just McDonald's would do.
Oh, McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm very nice, you know. McDonald's would do. Like
That's fine.
yeah, like the family meal.
Ah, family meal.
It can feed me for 1 whole week.
With a whole stash of McDonald's just
Exactly.
waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
That is gamer food.
Or just like 50 nuggets.
Oh, 50 nuggets. They sell 15. They sell 50 nuggets.
I can't remember, but I know that they sell like a lot of nuggets. Like 25 or something? 24? Was it?
Sorry, I don't eat that many nuggets.
Me neither. I mean, look at me. I mean, I wish I can. I wish I could. Actually, I can.
Anyone can.
Yeah, but I just don't need to.
Oh, but you will be if you see a successful Fuse play. And whoever is on the other side, we have Legendxry.
Yeah, Lange.
Lange, if you see a Fuse Motherload come into your area, run away, please. Save me. Save me from this fateful death that I'm about to receive.
I mean, a fateful death is kind of like a overstatement, right? It's just kind of.
Alright, either way I
not
win,
that
right?
fateful
Either
yet.
way I win. I see a good play or I don't waste my money, you know? Yeah, I don't lose. You know?
Okay.
I don't lose.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
lose.
I'm looking forward to see that. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest question is: are we gonna see a double fuse, or are we only gonna see a single fuse on the side of Team 600? We shall see. As we jump ourselves right into Apex Legends with Probosu on 2 fuse.
Yes! I mean, Probosu unfortunately goes down right away. The L-Star shredding things up immediately. What a wipeout! What was that? That was over in an instant. 10 seconds to go, and Team 600 just out of the round. Okay, the fuse. Maybe not being the best pick after all.
Quick, launch!
Oh no! Launch! What is this? This is a
I
rigged
love
game.
you guys. I love you guys.
Where's the script? Where's the script?
Oh
Show
my
me the script.
god.
Double Fuse in the grand finals. Okay, someone really wants me to treat Abstract to a meal right
Oh,
now.
booyah! Booyah!
Oh no, he has the Gibraltar as well. They're gonna use the ultimates together, right?
Yes, they
Oh my
are.
gosh, please.
Yes, they will. But unfortunately, none of them has bought the Motherload just yet. I'm not,
Not
sure
yet,
how
not yet.
how far they have heard our conversation to the point that we need them to use Motherload, but not just picking up the picking him up for absolutely no reason kind of thing, you know. I hope that they use the Motherlord. But for now, Probosu, his HP dropped all the way down to half HP, losing every single one of his shields as well. But on the in the meantime, Lanch all the way knocked down as well. Creamy P left with a half amount of HP. Lanch unable to do anything, just gonna be left with Guppy that is playing onto the Gibraltar. I'm pretty sure that they will be able to come back into this game. Either one of these teams will work it all out. But I mean, this is what it is. That is Supperclub getting themselves another win.
Yeah, so 2-0 up right now. Team 600 up against the wall, and yeah, I haven't seen too much use out of the fuse yet. Maybe this round they've gathered enough resources. Perhaps they could go for a motherload play. I wonder.
Perhaps. I do hope to see that.
Motherload? Do I hear the motherload being purchased up? Analyze the audio in this game.
Okay, they just kind of put it in anything right now.
A little bit of technical difficulty, you know, just Apex things. Right?
I think like they have this, at least for the teams, they have this certain understanding that you see the fuse, you kill the fuse. Because so far, Probosu has been being dropped like really fast, and not to forget, Lanch is also being dropped pretty fast as well.
Yeah, perhaps just due to his lack of maneuverability. Not much repositioning ability, but okay. Using the knuckle dusters. And oh wow, just Octanes flying left, right, and center. The team above Supperclub has control over the high ground. Team 600 just underneath and wrecking havoc. Guppy unfortunately goes down right away. The fuse jumping into the bubble. Lanch almost gonna get down. The Mozambique does catch one on the way down as well. Low health is Lanch, but can he escape and reset just in time? Now leaving Lanch all alone.
It does have a full shield though. Not too sure how much it will help him, but it's just gonna go straight down, go straight for a knockdown on the Probosu. Manages to successfully do that. It's just gonna be stringing it up, but I don't think that he'll be able to do quite much as they are playing the ring around the Rosie.
Oh,
the Lanch wins.
My guy clutches it out in the 1v2, able to isolate those duels. Octane just a bit too far away up in the zip line, unable to trade his friend who got down early on in the fight. So yeah, now if I'm not wrong, it's a 2-1, right? 2-1?
I think so. Considering the fact that the game is
not over yet. It's great analysis from us coming in.
I mean, the game is not over, and we played 3 games.
So technically
we got 2-1, so it's not that difficult.
I'm still waiting for the Motherload play. I hope the players have heard this.
Yeah,
I hope you've communicated.
I hope that I made my point clear as well. But Probosu doesn't have the money. Yeah, so I mean, this is like an alternative objective, like a side quest, right? He doesn't technically have to buy the Motherload because he don't owe me anything.
Okay, interesting. So now, yeah, just playing a bit more reserved. Both teams are, I guess, not instantly yeeting themselves into the gunfights. It's a, it's a strategy. And yeah, just playing on the 2 compounds on the opposite side of the map right now. You have established your resource containers on both sides, and yeah, just taking things slowly with the ring. And the ring seems to be gonna be in the way of Team 600, gonna be pulling more towards their position. Supperclub are the ones who have to make the move first.
As it is for now, I have yet quite seen much from the Fuse throwing a lot of utilities. I'm just hoping to see like the Fuse just constantly throwing utilities all over the place. I think that would be pretty funny if you ask me. But so far, not much of that has been popped just yet. But speaking of popping, the dome is just going to be popped from the side of Guppy. But Lanch gets himself completely knocked down. Oh, look at the massive amount of damage just going to be landing right on top of the head of Guppy. Kirin P, the last member remaining, just going to be playing on the Valkyrie all alone, hopping back and forth, looking for his adversaries. But Guppy instantaneously going to be deleted. They are both sides, both teams, they are just going to go straight for a revive on their subsequent drop-down players. So, ending up in a 2 versus 3 game.
Yeah, great job from Team 600 that eliminates one of their players immediately. Even after they're getting down, they eliminate that player to prevent the revive, and then they just stabilize themselves, bringing their own players up, reviving them, and then just establishing an easy 2v3, just cleaning up right after, right? And well played by them, but still yet to see a Motherload play.
Yes, not yet. We're looking at 2:2 at this moment in time. And since this round is best of 5, so I mean it's a best of 5 within a best of 5, so it's easier for us to understand now, and easier for all of the viewers to understand as well. Just one more round for any of these players, any of these teams rather, and they will be able to get themselves one game won. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now, wait, what?
Okay, using the Valkyrie ultimate to get a very advanced position, I see Creamy P trying to take as much use of that ultimate as possible. Interesting, now he's landing straight above and trying to rain terror from above, but not too much in the way of opportunities as of yet. They do find Team 600 though, right underneath them. They do have the higher ground, and I hope they can maximize all these ready angles to their advantage. As you can see, Team 600 having a lot of trouble from below, and goes down lunch. Supperclub down by one player. Team 600 stabilizing themselves. They're going in for the final frags as well. Dashing into the dome, and Guppy going to go down as well. Now leaving Creamy P up and above. Used his ultimate earlier on, and now he's just alone at 1v3. This is going to be a clutch of the century if he's going to pull out something.
It's not going to be easy indeed.
Just
and
like
there
that.
we go. Yep.
Team 600, even having the lower ground, they take the map away from Supperclub. Not too many Fuse ultimates used, but a very well played positioning, and able to isolate that duel and clean things up from there.
So, I mean, we didn't see the mother load. It's okay.
Disappointed, but
It's okay.
it's okay.
It's okay. He is... I haven't seen him use his tactical. Or maybe he did, or rather they did. But it's just so not impactful.
It wasn't really impactful. It's Fuse is good, slightly okay with grenades because he can shoot them further and faster, but
and greater accuracy as well.
it's greater accuracy. However, it is still difficult for his tactical ability to have too much impact. Yeah, okay, so coming into the...
Oh wait, what? It wasn't a 2-2?
I
I lost it.
perhaps we've miscounted a little bit.
I think we miscounted.
Yeah, but regardless, still, Team 600 versus Supperclub, again, taking the compounds on the opposite sides of the map, and if I'm not wrong, I hear a sniper in the works. Someone's holding a nice big gun.
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
the longbow from Guppy, trying to rain terror from above now, trying to take long fights.
Oh, this is like overtime. Not overtime, like this is like the match point. So they have
they
multiple
have to
games
win
of
by
match point,
2,
right? Yeah.
So, ooh, Bloom gonna get down early on. This is really not favorable for Team 600. He's so far detached and gonna get finished off as well. Supperclub have such a huge advantage now. They can just stretch their legs, play things slowly, play their man advantage, and outpower Team 600.
The zone is still relatively huge. Akstar thrown over to the side of Probosu. He's gonna do exactly the same onto the opponents though. He's not caring too much about the Akstars and being thrown to his side though. We're looking at 3 versus 2. Lange got himself the Phoenix kit and is now back to a tip-top condition and in a very healthy shape. While the other side of Team 600, they don't really have much to play with. It's very tough for them to even do anything at this moment in time because they have already lost Bloom. That is the Octane player. Jayalera, all the way at the roof, just only decided to come together with Probosu, but didn't quite realize that apparently there was a single Creamy P at the top of the house, or rather whatever you like to call it, because he is playing as a Valkyrie. After all, it's very easy for him to get some verticality momentum, but I have no idea how exactly were they able to win in that round like that, like in a very convincing victory.
That Creamy P was alone.
Yes.
Using the Valkyrie tactical,
yes.
he went by himself onto the top of the hut. And then the other 2 players from Team 600, together, they climbed up the hut and they isolated that 1v2. And then from then on, it was just a 2v2 and they won out the gun duels. It was amazing play by Team 600. They were able to isolate that 3v2 perfectly. Yeah,
I don't know whether they actually had the information as to where Valkyrie was.
I think they knew.
They knew.
They knew someone was above. Maybe not the Valkyrie specifically, but they knew that someone was above. They could hear someone was above them in that hut area.
Right. And now,
So again,
They're moving completely parallel to the ground, and now right at the top of this big-ass building right here. All three of them together. Guppy, Creamy P, as well as Lange. I'm not too sure how far they will be able to stretch out this current momentum, or rather this current position, as the rest of Team 600 doesn't seem like they are anywhere to be seen.
Yeah, just playing things slow again. Team 600, they don't want to risk going down to a 2v3 similar to the previous round. And Supperclub still using their longbow from a distance, trying to pick apart Team 600, trying to get as much little damage as possible, chip damage, bring their health low, bring their resources low, and then take the gunfights from there on. Again, Bloom taking a lot of damage early on to the snipers. And he's just stabilizing themselves. The ring's slowly gonna encroach on their position. Supperclub now compromised. They take a little bit of a unfavorable position due to the ring. But so far so good, nothing too much of concern. And now Supperclub seems like they're going for the offensive now, yeeting in a bunch of nades. They want to try to get as many picks as possible, but now exposed and underneath. Many of their players low. Guppy extremely on the verge of death, but still manages to pull off a Phoenix kit in the meantime. And now Team 600 having extreme advantage. Somehow they've retrieved a Kraber from the care package. Oh what? My lord! Oh! Sheesh! Sheesh! Illyria with the shot at the Guppy, bringing them down. 2v3 now, they're able to push on this advantage. Pressuring Illyria. They want to get the kills right away. They don't want to let them stabilize. And just like that, the team cleans things up from the opening from the Kraber. That was an excellent play by Illyria. I'm not sure if Team 600 knew that there was a Kraber in play. I did not hear a single Kraber shot until the one that he fired and got the down from, the knock. So very well played from Team 600. They were able to play patient. They played the height advantage, and they got an amazing pick onto the Gibraltar.
Really amazing plays here. And for Team 600 now, they gotta have to work with what they've got, right?
Yeah, the first team to win by 2.
Yeah.
So Team 600 right now, they have a 1-round advantage. If they win this one, they're gonna take this map. Supperclub, they have the opportunity to bring things back again into a tie situation. So we'll see what happens. Pressure on Supperclub right now, and oh my, Guppy gonna go down immediately. Team 600, they don't let off the gas pedal. 2 frags instantly. They take the aggressive push, and now just left alone. Oh! It's a 1v1. The Fuse coming up huge. Illyria left alone against the Fuse. 1v1. Eva shots flying left, right, center. They have to reload. Illyria playing around the block down shield, and oh my lord, the Fuse pulls out ahead. Supperclub somehow clinch again.
I don't know. It's very back and forth at this moment in time, right?
That was super close.
Yeah, that was very close. So it's not going to anyone just yet because of the dunes. I don't know. The dunes is
so whichever team wins by 2, they have to win 2 consecutive rounds. Whichever team wins 2 consecutive rounds.
I think so. Was it 2 or 3 consecutive? 2 consecutive. Yeah.
That was. Oof. Team 600 maybe a bit too eager. Maybe they didn't need to capitalize right off the bat, right?
Yeah.
Because they would have get 2 frags instantly, and then Lange, right? Lange absolutely destroyed them.
I thought that
1v3 them.
Yeah, I really thought that Lange would have lost that because of the very obvious usage of his knockdown teammates' knockdown shield.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta play with what you have, right? If you have a knockdown shield right there, you gotta make the most out of it. And for some reason, I think Team 600 just got a bit too cocky. Their shields were low from the fights they fought early on, and the Fuse just able to clean up the mess right after, and just, you know, clutch plays from Lange. And now again into another tiebreaker. Supperclub versus Team 600, yet to finish map 1. Care package is going to be down, and Supperclub is going to be able to collect that. A Prowler
Prowler's good.
Maybe could do something with that. As, oh my lord, they're being pincered from left and right. The front, the stairs, the doors, completely caught off guard.
It was a very confusing game right there, but unfortunately the door has been blocked by the knockdown player, but it doesn't take too long for them to break the door down all by themselves. And just like that, Team 600 is going to be the champion for game number 1 in the grand finals. It kind of seems as though this game is kind of long.
It is long, and it's been a great game so far. A lot of clutch plays, a lot of intense battles, and a lot of firefights, and great clutch coming in from launch earlier on with that 1v3. I think it's going to go in his highlight reel. And yeah, going on to next map. Wonder if we're going to see finally a mother load. Question mark.
Yep.
Where's the mother load? Y'all had
how
many rounds?
It kind of makes sense that they don't use the mother load in this map because that is just
it was really close.
Yeah, is number 1 is close. Number 2, the
houses,
the way the map is designed.
Yes.
Right? There's a lot of houses. Even if you pump out the mother load, you can't exactly get a perfect formation of the mother load the way that you wanted it. If we manage to find ourselves in, once again, that
Phase Runner or Lava City?
Yeah, Lava City.
Right.
Then I think that it will probably make a lot more sense for a mother load to be in play there.
That's true.
Even for Phase Runner,
a bit rough because a lot of high ground that you can.
Yeah, there is a lot of weird terraforming going on about at the outskirts as well. So if they have decided to play in the outer parts of the construction area, then it's really tough for anyone to even play that because there was just way too much distractions from the foliage.
But regardless, really, really close and great match that we saw so far coming in from both teams. Using the fuse, I think they really, tried to make the most out of fuse. I kind of memed on it saying fuse, it's kind of trash. But we saw a lot of grenade usage from the fuses, right? They were able to chuck out. They used the grenades to push in towards the attack. We saw Team 600 from the low grounds before using the grenades to throw into the houses that Supperclub were playing in, and then just take the fights from there on out. Get a bit of chip damage in, get an opening, and then just finish out the rounds. So, kind of a consolation. I see the kind of plays that they are trying to make with Fuse, but I'm still hoping. I'm still hoping for something amazing coming out from them. But still, the next game going to be coming out real shortly. I wonder what map they're going to be choosing on next, though. Especially with the Fuse.
Yeah, both sides would definitely want to play a fair map, I suppose, that would be able to help them to use Fuse towards the best.
I think Lava City is a really good shout.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other map that kind of makes more sense for Fuse.
Oh yeah, can we just talk about the Valkyrie ult, right? They use that Valkyrie ult similar to what the Pathfinder could do.
Yes.
Right. Pathfinder and Valkyrie similar in what their abilities do, right? Pathfinder's tactical ability is the grapple, right?
Yes.
He can go to very advanced positions very fast and early on. Valkyrie is able to boost herself up really easily without much effort or skill needed. Both their ultimates help the team move to a very advanced position, and we saw earlier on they used the Valkyrie ultimate to reach onto the high grounds.
Yep.
Right, and then just play from there. Still, I don't think it was the best because they didn't really do much with the ultimate.
The cost
right?
to benefit.
The amount of credits you invest in that, I'd rather have an upgraded magazine, upgraded scope, something of that, that helps you in the gunfights, right? So, without further ado, let's try to jump. The game's going on the way, right?
Yep, and indeed it will be. We're gonna be looking at a game inside, and it kind of
we're playing on the same map. Okay, I guess mutual agreement from both teams.
I guess so. Not what I was expecting, but you know what I wasn't expecting as well? Lange just jumping right in front of the enemy's faces, but unfortunately this time Lange has decided to pick himself up with the Wraith, and he's no longer on the
Fuse.
Yeah.
Right, and
I'm disappointed.
I see a trend. I see a lot of L-Star in the first round. Right? I don't see a lot of people using the L-Star in the later rounds, but in the very first round using L-Star. That could be a very interesting choice right there.
I'm gonna try it once I'm home.
Yeah, L-Star is actually a really good damaging weapon in medium range. The bullets are quite fast. They don't have a lot of drop. So yeah, maybe for the price, it's comparative to whatever else is available in the shop. Could be a very nice tactical play right there. So yeah, Probosu going on the fuse. Supperclub though, moving away from that. Perhaps, you know, want to have a little bit of pride on their shoulders, want to win out the map without using the fuse. So I respect that as well. And yeah, just Team 600 again getting onto this building where they have a lot of fights contested before. What a laser coming in for Jaleria.
Is that an R9? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
R99.
it is.
That makes sense. The amount of damage that he's able to just bring out on the opponents in such a short span of time, that's just the power of R99. But it's so difficult to track your opponents properly.
Yeah, but regardless,
Who got the round?
beautiful play. I'm pretty sure Team 600 got that round.
It's tough.
Yeah, so just pretty nifty play from them. It was pretty straightforward. That game plan was basically fight them before they
Outgun
get
them.
control of,
Yeah.
you know, the building itself.
Yeah.
I think that building in this map is one of the best because it's on such a high ground. You get you get the resource crate at the bottom, and then you get the resource containers as well. You get your credits, right? So maybe yeah, that should be the main area of contention. I believe that most teams are gonna find themselves on. The weaker team most likely gonna go to the other side of the map and then try to play long distance from there.
Indeed.
Yeah, so, but still, yeah, great play from Team 600, able to capitalize on that fast pace and aggression. Yeah, they do have the Octanes on both sides as well, so.
Makes sense. This time, no Gibraltar though. So Guppy is now playing on the Octane instead of the Gibraltar. I'm not too sure how to feel about that. We no longer will be able to see that that zoning factor that Guppy was doing so well on, just popping off this dome whenever and however he wants it to. But now with the Octane, it becomes a game whereby it's a little bit more individualistic, right? Especially since they have the Wraith as well, which is something that JLRY is picking up on too. So the only difference between these two teams is just the Fuse as well as the Horizon. Oh, sorry, the Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie, yeah. So not too much team synergies as of yet. They're just choosing legends with great individual ability. And speaking of individual ability, they just jump pad straight onto the teams. And Supperclub going down straight towards Team 600. Probosu going down. Jaleria super low, but able to clutch it out with the Mozambique. And now just Jaleria leaving herself or himself up alive against the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie tries to jump in straight towards her, fighting on the ledges. R9 spray going wild, left, right, center. The Valkyrie taken down, cracked shields as well, but look at the repositioning ability. Going straight up above and using the Phoenix Kit, trying to revive herself to full health. Jaleria now, right below Creamy. Trying to go for the finish. Jaleria just still healing up. He does not have enough heals, I'm assuming.
Just gonna go for
Trying to eliminate all your players, right?
Yeah.
And oh, Creamy P taking the initiative, going in first. Gets almost cracked, but just escapes just in time. What a great tactical ability to just play around. You know, just drop down, get a bit of damage in, and then go back up again. Able to reset and recalibrate.
You kind of know that they are in some sense playing on a timer here. JLRY has decided to move things around over to the bottom part, but I don't think that is working out for him. Wait,
my
what?
lord, the Mozambique goes off.
The
Absolutely shredding.
He only had a sliver of health though.
Yeah, it was so close.
Valkyrie whiffed up in the last few moments.
Yeah,
Oh man.
just like that, Team 600 taking the second map as well. 1v1 coming down to a sliver of health. Wow.
Just one more game for Team 600.
Just one more to
Just
clinch
one more.
the 3-0 sweep. Wow, what about that?
Wow, definitely not. I was expecting the games to be a little bit more close, you know. I was thinking like a nice back and forth between the two teams, and thus looking through all 5 games of the series. But very likely we may not see that. There could be a possibility that we will not see that. But I do not want to underestimate our boys on the other side.
Right,
though.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so far I've seen 2 very crucial rounds. That 1v3 from Probosu, and now the 1v1 from Gislera, right? They were able to play things really calculated. The Wraith did not have the ability to reposition herself as well as the Valkyrie, right? But still able to ensure that the resurrections or the revives don't come into play, able to take them out, bait the Valkyrie to come down into her playing zone, right? We saw the Wraith push one of the downed enemies, try to finish the downed enemy. That baited the Valkyrie to be like, hey, the Wraith is wasting ammo trying to finish my teammates. I gotta capitalize on that. So the Valkyrie drops, and then from then on, it was kind of a whiff. But then again, great shots from Jalera with the Mozambique.
I think that what went through his mind on Jalera is that he kind of knows that he will win a duel against the Valkyrie, especially since they had an encounter like twice, and Valkyrie had to bail out twice in a row. So I think that Jalera just moving on to, like what you said, going down to the lower parts of the, I believe the stratum, if I there's not really a stratum at all, but like the building, trying to bring down the friends and just forcing the Valkyrie into a place whereby it's not easy for him to run away. Could possibly be one of the things that Jalera was looking for, like kind of thinking about.
Yeah, just bringing the fight to his turf, where he has an almost equal advantage, right? And then from then on, it was just gunplay, right? Yeah, so really well done by Jalera right there. And again, I wish I could see the clutch from the 1v3 from the Fuse in the earlier rounds, but again, really pivotal rounds. We know in this game mode, every round is so crucial.
Indeed.
First team to 2 consecutive wins above the enemy, you take the map, right? So even if you just win by the scrape of your teeth, it's still a win, and it's super impactful in the grand scheme of things.
I believe that the game for the potential last round is
3-0 sweep potentially.
Yeah, so once we get ourselves into the game, that is where we get to kind of bite our fingers and just kind of clench our fists and like.
Yeah, we'll see if the map changes. Maybe something
I
bit
have a feeling
different.
that they are not going to change the map. Just a small little feeling of mine.
Maybe they like to play in these house compounds, you know? It allows for a lot more individualistic plays, right? It does help Valkyrie a lot. I think it also allows for more individual plays, right? Because you have a lot more angles to play with. You can hide in there's like 3 houses in one single compound, so without further ado, let's try to jump straight into the games and see what's gonna be
Pathfinder
coming up ahead. Again, see the L-Star showing their face. Very interesting pick, I would say. Don't see too much L-Star right as of now when there isn't any ranked mode, but potentially it could be one of the best weapons to buy in the very first round. See Jalera absolutely shredding the Pathfinder.
Oh. Boy, oh boy, now it doesn't seem like things are that's fast.
That was real fast.
That was fast. I did not.
600.
Yeah,
I think
did not quite see that.
taking a round straight away. They've been really great in these first buys, using the L-Star. I think that's kind of the style they're going for, right? Everyone getting the L-Star and the Mozambique. You're gonna be able to establish long-range fights, consistent damage, and the Mozambique just cleans up.
Oh, the map though brings back so much nostalgia.
The Kings Canyon map.
Yeah.
This, if I'm not wrong, it's called again. It's the northern side, right? It's the with the very tall. Yes, it's northern. It's near the top of the map. Then you have those 2 very large buildings where you can play from. This map, I think,
it's one of my favorite places
itself towards snipers, because you're able to get into such a high position and then just snipe your enemies from that height advantage, right?
That is by far my favorite place to be at. I always drop down in here. Like, almost 100% of my games, I would just go in here for absolutely no reason at all, just to kind of kill myself.
It's a love-hate relationship with Apex, right?
Yes, indeed. But at this moment in time, Supperclub still doesn't seem like Lange would like to go back onto playing on the Fuse, but Team 600, my boy Probosu, is wanting to end the game trolling as the Fuse.
Yeah, using that sniper longbow. Ooh, great
Ooh.
damage. Guppy from back behind, but
RVLRY.
what's the point when your teammates are getting absolutely shredded? Lange using the Mozambique, trying to clutch things out. He does find onto Probosu, and now Jalera left alone, trying to fend off all the enemies, playing behind the sandbags, trying to use the lockdown shields as best as he can. Dancing left, right, center, 2v1 now. Does find the conversion to one, but not enough health to clutch things out. So close, yet so far. Supperclub take the next round by the sliver of their teeth as well.
Dancing with the devil. That is exactly what he was doing, right? Trying to make full use of the bunkers, or rather the small little bunkers on the big bunkers.
Yeah, the little sandbags.
Sandbag
sliver
bunker.
of crouching protection, you know?
And
Yeah, I
not to
think
forget, the opponents also had a knockdown player, and with that knockdown shield on, it's tough to land an accurate shot on your enemy.
yeah,
as well.
especially with the R9, right, the R99, you can't get a lot of damage if you're playing against someone with a shotgun, say, behind the knockdown shield, because they can just pop out for your damage. Whereas R9, you have to shred them, right? You
Yes.
have to have consistent tracking damage, right?
Indeed.
Consistent damage in that sense. So yeah, both teams not playing towards those garage areas right now. They're going towards the taller area of the map. And Probosu with the charged rifle, sniping from top. Gonna lay down a lot of cover fire, but sniping from the other side as well. The Jibby gonna be returning a bit of cover fire himself. And I think it's a bit of a stalemate, just trying to establish as much ground as possible, trying to see if there's any openings on either side. Taking things a bit slower this time. The snipers, you can't go in for a full send if you have these snipers covering you from up above. So you have to be really careful about what angles you peek, what areas you're revealing yourself to the snipers from.
A very small amount of tags from the side of Bloom. Onto the members from Supperclub. They did manage to get a nice tag over there. Everyone is playing very safely. It doesn't seem like they would want to play in very close quarters combat at this moment in time. Just kind of work with what they have. But Probosu's charge rifle is just pushing Creamy P behind the walls and into cover. They definitely do not want to mess with this charge rifle. It's gonna deal so much damage that is kind of disgusting to deal with, to be honest. So most of the members from the side of Supperclub, they're just forced behind this building.
Exactly.
They can't do anything.
They're stuck. They're kind of just all pushed towards one area of the map. You see from Team 600, you have that Octane, you have Bloom pushed down below, right? He's going to give cover fire from that lower angle, and that's going to push Supperclub further towards the inner side of the wall, where they're just going to get all congested up together, and that could pose to be a bit of a challenge when the ring closes. You see, they're not really in the ring as of yet. They have to drop to the lower grounds, and as that happens, Probosu taking a lot of fire, 2v1 against him. They're trying to gang up. He does find the first, though. Now fighting against the Wraith. Oh my lord, the RE45 doing a ton of damage. Now leaving Lange alone. 2v1 situation. Lange has to clutch up huge. He doesn't have a lot of health. He doesn't have a lot of time or space. Trying to play behind the knockdown shield, and he is going for the res. Can he pull this off? Can the other teams from Team 600 catch him before he does that? No, he does get the resurrection off. Creamy P though, super low, and what area do they have to play from? Look at that tiny sliver of free space, and as that happens, Team 600, they say, hey, that's fine, you go for the res. We're gonna go for one as well. We have one of your players under scrutiny right below us. You can't peek, you can't take these fights. We have the man advantage, we have the man... We have the ground to establish this kind of control, and as the fight continues, they are so caught up in that tiny little sliver of platform, and Team 600. Beautiful play by them. They play things calculated, they play things well, and they play things together.
Typically, when you have the higher ground, they always call it the higher ground advantage. as I believe, what's his name? Obi-Wan?
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
And Anakin.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened here, but clearly I believe that the charge rifle is the one that clearly dominated against whoever is on the higher ground. So I suppose that all you need to do is just get a charge rifle if you're on the lower ground, I suppose. It worked out pretty well. I gotta have to say that both teams, they have decided to go for a slower gameplay instead of rocking that instead of rushing into a 1v2. They played things very calculatively, and they just kind of thought like, you know what, it's okay, let's give Lunch and his two other friends some time to revive while we revive our own Probosu.
Exactly.
And just ending up in a 3v3 again.
They're not able to think things through nice and clearly, establish themselves a man advantage. Ooh, Creamy P going off the wingman though. Unable to find any conversions as of yet, but still a lot of damage inflicted to Probosu as well, taken down to less than half of his health. And a lot of chaos happening across the top of the map. Probosu playing around the corners. What a ratty angle. He drops down, almost finishing off one player. The Octane under a lot of scrutiny. Probosu dancing around the corners, does find a conversion, but Bloom as well goes down. 2v2 situation and lasering from top. Probosu laying the law. He does find the care package. What can he find? Anything of use? A R9, a golden R9 though. That is huge. If he gets the resurrection of Bloom, this could be absolutely crucial. Jalera, super low, may not be able to support though. He's not in a great position to support his teammate who's resurrecting.
Not gonna be easy round.
No issue though. Team 600 given the space to revive, and now 3 players up on their side. Nice and slowly. And oh, Bloom though getting knocked real early on. The trades coming in, Launch and Guppy.
The R99 is going to be coming into play from the side of Probosu real soon. Lanch being the last member remaining. He gonna have to defend. He gonna have to help his
another 1v1.
I don't know though, but you see, just the R99 is necessary. Over the top.
Probosu just flexing on him with this R9, and that was only made possible because he got it from the care package, right?
Indeed. It was a very short moment in time whereby he can only open one. He opened one
and
golden
just
R99.
nice. A golden R9 presented to him. I guess it's a fuse luck, right?
Yes, it's a fuse luck.
It's a fuse luck.
Except for the fact that we didn't see
no mother
any
load,
mother
right?
load,
But
so.
A flawless round, flawless grand finals from Team 600 and Fuse in every single game.
Yeah,
right.
So
maybe Fuse is okay. Put him in a good player's hands.
I'm
gonna with the R9.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the VODs and I'm going to like rewind to the very point and like play it back to make sure and confirm that you use the word mother load.
Okay. Alright, but I'm still glad. I'm still glad to see it.
It was fun. It was fun to see that Fuse being played out. Even though you were like kind of throwing hate over the I think that is kind of what makes things even more interesting for the grand finals.
Yeah, of course. So of course the winner, a 3-0 sweep from Team 600, gonna be clinching out the grand finals beautifully, and of course both teams gonna be walking away each with their own Logitech G304 wireless gaming mouse.
Indeed. Let me see whether I can do some tricks.
Oh my, this is hard.
It's safe. It's packaged in a box, and you know how Logitech does this stuff. They are very careful with how they package everything else. So make sure that even if you like kind of like throw it up. Not gonna happen. Yeah, not gonna happen. But
maybe when you rage quit, when you lose a fuse, then you can throw it.
Yeah. Maybe.
So,
no wires to catch it.
No wires to catch it. Of course, it's just gonna fling off your table and disappear into the window, I guess.
Yeah. So it's a great prank. Give it to a friend of yours, and then just make him look for the mouse like frantically.
Okay.
Let him scramble about.
What a troll. Anyway, great games today. We saw a lot of interesting compositions. We saw L-Star, we saw Valkyrie, we saw Fuse. Really fun.
That tone change.
Maybe I'll play Fuse. You give him a little shot. You know, I gotta pay a bit of respect to my Australian friend right there. So. Once again, thank you very much to Logitech for powering us with your Logitech G304s. And thank you for all the players who came on and gave us such great games with us. You know?
Indeed.
Thank you for being patient with technical difficulties. You know, sometimes games are like that.
I mean,
unpredictable.
without technical difficulties, it's not called esports anymore.
That's true. It's not a production
fair.
without technical difficulties.
Exactly. So for all those people out there watching, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of your views, and of course for just tuning in with us and just enjoying this entire moment with us as well. To the winners, Team 600 as well as our man, the Supperclub. Please come down to Kallang Wave Mall in the Esports Experience Center and pick up one of these. Woo! For
Hopefully you
yourself.
don't get any of these three, because we've been absolutely just playing around with these boxes all day.
Oh man, I was close to almost getting that nice 180 degrees. But yeah, come over, pick these up for yourself. Let us know who you are, and yeah, and also for ARC, do make sure to PM us at game.asia on Instagram, and thus that will qualify you to pick up this magnificent G304 wireless true mouse. Okay.
And yeah, so for all the viewers who are watching right now, do remember to head on to Instagram and follow us at gam3.asia, ASIA. For future tournaments, you know, you could be the next guy to win this beautiful mouse.
Yep.
Or maybe something interesting in the future, a monitor, a keyboard. Who knows? Just drop us a follow and...
Or even PC.
Oh, even maybe I should stop doing this. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and spending today with us, watching these great games on Apex. And maybe when Rank Game comes out, you know, we have more tournaments like this.
Maybe, perhaps. Well, I'm looking forward to that. But before we even head off, go on home and be in our own jolly way, I'm pretty sure that everyone is wants to know more about you. So, what do you shout yourself out? Like, where can everyone out there
Oh
find you?
wow, so nice of you, Abstract. So I'm kind of a new caster. If y'all want to drop me a follow, my Instagram is COLDANN, 2 N's with an underscore. Unfortunately, someone already took Coldam, so you live with
Report
what
that
you
account.
have right
Have
there.
to
So yeah,
report
just drop me a follow. If y'all like our content, you can follow Abstract as well. I'm pretty sure everyone knows who he is already anyway. He's a big guy anyway. It's a pleasure to do this broadcast with him, of course. Very fun experience, and yeah, thank you for the production team as well and everyone here at
the
Game
Esports
3.
Experience Center. So it's game.gg. Make sure you follow that. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for coming in. We shall see you guys on the next one. The next one.
There's gonna be a next one. Yes, there is. We'll see you soon.
Take care, ladies
A couple
and
weeks or so.
gentlemen. Yeah. So stay safe, stay home, and we'll see you in the next Apex Legends tournament.
Ridiculous, I'm spitting this meticulous and limitless, while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts and shit. I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss, and honestly I get it. Promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it. Don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit, bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss, be a legend not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious, rapping honest as promise. Try to harness, as an artist stay modest. It's a long quest, I will not quit till 10,000 people going off. When I drop this, I gotta make it now. Swear to God I'm breaking out. Swear to God I'll think about stand the stage with the crowd, cause I got it figured out. I'm just honest and I'm loud, saying modest but I'm proud. No, I never had a doubt.
Just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. Bad enough to get a C, they'd rather just go leave it be. And oh, this journey I've been on since 13. Working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I need to breathe, get me up and out of the sheets, onto my feet. Another cup of coffee and me, that's what I need. My eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Ay, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to figure out the segregation. I think I needed just a better education to understand a world that's so complicated. Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's hated. I feel hated, I feel hatred. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams where my life is devastated. Feel so real that I wake up shaking. Need thicker skin cause this life is no haven. Nod your head if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah,
All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, yo. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light. I don't really think I understand this world now. Got my head spinning round in a circle. Everybody lacks what they need internal, so they compensate with everything external. Not trying to throw shade, no way. I'm just trying to find the meaning of life, hey. There's happiness if you try to live the right way. Forget about what others have and live your life, hey. Be aware of who you are, what you're good at. Take a step forward, see where your foot's at. Stand tall, stand proud, talk loud. Every word out your mouth has purpose now. You just gotta get rid of the bad thoughts. Hating others cause you know that they got a lie. Forget that though, you got plenty, you're alive in this life. You got time, go get it. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, oh. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, oh. I said you better watch what you're doing, cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And baby girl, I like what you're doing. Your body's out of sight when you're moving. You look just like my type, so let's do it. You know I'll treat you right, let me prove it. And I could go all night, I'm sick of being nothing. All right, I'm gonna be something. I'll fight with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I need to find somebody like me, who wants to be something. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous. Take it now, no you're never gonna break me. I'ma stay loud in the face of the hate. See, I'ma speak out, take the muzzle off my face. Breathe out of my mouth every word that will make me. Never had a doubt of the life that I'm making. Never had a doubt of the fight I'll be facing. Never had a doubt of the nights I'll be aching. Life is all about having dreams that you're chasing. With me now, I'll leave your ass in the street. Now, I'll put your ass underneath ground. I'll bury you 6 feet deep now. And you better stay down. Get the hell out of my way now. It doesn't matter what you say now. I'm gonna take hold of fate now. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, cause I'm the type